Welcome back to this week's episode of The Playbook. The man I have next to me needs no introduction, but for the rest of you, I will introduce. This is Zach Arns, the voice of the Springdale Bulldogs.
I appreciate you having me. First time we've got to do this from the new arena. I'm excited.
Yeah, new arena. Like, we have so much to talk about.
I know.
But, the thing is, I guess the elephant in the room, it's rivalry week.
It is, and it's always one of those weeks. You worry about homecoming week with all the distractions, and then rivalry week is all about controlling your emotions and getting to Friday night, not peaking on a Wednesday. That's you'll hear coaches they hate rivalry weeks simply because of that. The kids are keyed up. Everybody knows what's at stake.
Yeah, back in the day, it was Springdale against Fayetteville, and that was that was a huge rivalry. But this is really, and I say it every year, it's the Clash of the Titans.
It is, and it's interesting because as the schools have sort of evolved, you've got one identity on one side, which on the Harbor side, it's we're gonna go fast, we're gonna throw it around, we're gonna do it, do all of these things. And Springdale's gone kind of back to center, back to the old Gerald Williams days, which is we're gonna slow this thing down, we're gonna lean on you, and we're gonna grind on you. And it's always fun to see those styles sort of clash, especially in a game that means so much.
So we get to, because of the judge allows us to do this. We start off the season with Kids Day football, which is always an absolute train wreck. You love it.
I do love it.
It's a train wreck. But, we have a great time. But kind of ramp us through, it's preseason, coming into football season. I mean, you're a sports fanatic, obviously. Yes. Talk to us a little bit about Springdale and Harbor football.
Well, it always kicks off with Kids Day, and that weekend is sort of the ceremonial. Let's get this thing started, and then everybody goes into their bunkers, and you're having your fall practice, and everybody's getting ready. And from the Springdale side, for all the things they've accomplished to this point, still a very young football team. Right. So in talking with Coach Hobbs, over the month of August and into September, it was great senior leadership. You want to find out who your leaders are. You want to find out who your guys are. You want to know who this is, everybody's 22 deep on each side. You want to find out who your guys are. Right. And for Springdale, I think it's pretty obvious that, we've seen a lot of leadership come from, especially the defensive side of the football. Yeah. And I know Coach was very pleased and very confident with the defense. But all of a sudden, the offense has evolved. And it's the same thing with Harbor. Although you didn't get the results you wanted during the non-con, man, non-con means nothing. They're just preseason games. Everything centers around conference and getting to that second win. Yeah. And I know Coach Eckley is preaching that to his guys. Man, you got to get to 2. And that, this game is obviously a big one and a huge one, but you got to keep your eye on the prize, which is you want to play football in November.
Right. Yeah, so Coach Fimple said it best. There's really 3 seasons in a season. Mm-hmm. There's the non-con games, the 3 that you're figuring out who the guys are, who the dudes are, and who wants to play football. And then you have the conference, and then that in itself, you're trying to get good seeding position. You want to be the conference champion, good seeding position. And then there's the other season, the 3rd season, which is the state playoffs and then the road to Little Rock, so to speak. And that's kind of what football season is in a nutshell. And so the Bulldogs, I'm super proud of those guys. We're 3-0.
Yeah, it's been a slow climb, and a change in culture. And when Coach Hobbs came in, the first thing he says, we want to be more physical, we want to be tough, we want to kind of return to the Gerald Williams days. And I think maybe that first year they weren't exactly sure how they were going to get there. And then with the installation of this Harding flexbone offense, suddenly we've seen that physicality return to Springdale football, and then it's bled over to the defensive side, which was lights out during the non-con. If you look at historically, and I did this during our bye week, I went and I looked at sort of how they stack up with some of the teams, 05 excluded. Right. But I've looked at how they stack up, and they stack up very well. When you're talking about a team that gave up 46 yards rushing during the non-con, that goes back to like your teams, physical, nasty, not going to give up the big run, going to win games close if if you have to, blow people out when you can, and all of a sudden the offense has come around. And, it was funny. I was talking to Coach Hobbs. This is early August. And he kind of smiled when he was talking about his team. And this team doesn't have a ton of stars. We have emerging stars, guys that you're going to know maybe next year. Right. But he knew early on that he had great senior leadership and he had playmakers, which Springdale has not had a ton of. We've had guys here and there. Yeah. I mean, you can talk about the Brock Pounders, the Garrett Vaughns, Grant Allen. Yeah. I mean, just on and on and on through, over the last 10 years. But there are guys on this team that, maybe the common fan hasn't heard of. Yeah. But when you see 7, Trey Serrano take off and go 65 yards for a touchdown, or 9, Carson Hayter take off, or Rancel Oriana run over 15 guys on his way to the end zone, these are guys that are emerging. And the crazy part is they're young. They're all underclassmen. and they'll be back next year. And it's you can see it starting to come to fruition. Coach Hobbs' vision of what the Dogs are going to be. And now, as we move into conference season, you got your target on your back.
Right.
You come out of non-con, everybody thinks, hey, this is a playoff team. We've now got to match everybody's energy.
Right.
And it doesn't matter what the name on the front of the jersey is. You've got to match their energy. So they're excited. Obviously, this being, their rivalry game, they're going to come out of the tunnel flying high. And then, 2 hits in and 2 plays in, it's a football game.
Right.
And then you got to go execute. And this has been one of the games where a couple of times, they've been in position to win. They just haven't been able to do it. And, they're going to come in super confident. That's not going to be an issue. But, they're a lot of fun to watch. It's a fun team to watch. And they play for each other. They don't care who gets the stats.
Right.
And I know that's kind of cliche, but if you look at, how things have broken down to this point, nobody cares. It's just about getting the W at the end of the day.
Yeah, they've done a great job of melding together, becoming a team. So to your point, and I think I reflect back to 107 years ago when I played.
Right.
Like we didn't have superstars on our team, but everybody had a purpose. Even the guys who were on the scout team, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Every practice, those guys are whipping your rear because they try to make you better, but they really wanted your spot. Because of that, you got better, right? And so all of us were rowing the boat the same direction. That's kind of what the Bulldogs are this year.
Yeah,
everybody's kind of going the same direction.
And it's kind of an all-for-one mentality, and it starts with the seniors.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about, and Coach said this to me early on when we were first talking. It didn't make a lot of sense, at the time, but he said it helps when your best player is also your best leader.
Right.
And Logikit Kanagaki, he has played linebacker, he's played nose tackle, he's played defensive
such a
end,
great
he's
kid.
played full, and he's a terrific kid
Yeah.
that everybody rallies around. And now he's playing defensive end again. And he's doing a great job. He's at 3rd on the team in tackles. He's 2nd on the team in sacks. He's leading by example. But when Logikit speaks, he doesn't speak very often. But when he does, everybody listens. You've got an absolute game wrecker in Julian Arroyos. This is a guy that's going to play Division I football somewhere.
Right.
The coach from Van Buren even made the comments of he's like, we haven't seen a kid like this before. And then there are those unsung guys that I've talked about, the Marcus Corbins, the Easton Hahn, Shem Paul, guys that are underclassmen who are starting to come on, but every time there's a tackle made at the bottom of the pile, 55 is getting off the pile.
Yeah.
These are old school Springdale type players.
Right.
They're still young, they're still learning, but it's fun to see them sort of buy into what coach has been selling. And this is the result: is you're getting wins and you're starting to focus on making the playoffs.
Right.
And it's the run through the 7A West is a gauntlet. We all know that, and they've got a stretch coming up where they'll play Rogers Bentonville and Fayetteville. And that's going to be tough. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't bet against them at this point, just because they are all moving in the same direction. It's very fun to watch, and they're an easy team to like.
So I'm wondering, you mentioned the flex bone for the offense for the Bulldogs. So did Coach Hobbs take a philosophy and meld it and enforce the players into it, or did the players adapt to what Coach Hobbs brought?
A little both, probably.
Yeah.
These kids grew up playing the spread, and he made this comment to me in the off season, like when they put the flex bone in, they went and they stole a bunch of Harding coaches, and they brought him in here, and Coach Williams and Coach Hahn came in, and all of a sudden you've got this new concept. But what has helped them the most is they watched Harding's playoff run, and they see the exact same plays that they're running. They won the national title. And when you see, well, that's our arc sweep, or that's our trap, that's our dive.
It's easy to buy in.
It's the exact same offense. You could sit there and identify what they were doing. And that coach said in the offseason, they sort of bought it. Now they've tweaked it a little bit. They don't go under center as much. It's more out of the shotgun. They'll run the diamond formation. Same concepts, but when they need a yard or they need 2 yards, they go right down into the bone. And it's Oriana coming straight at you. Yeah. And the offensive line, they don't get a lot of love, but those 5 guys have been terrific. And, they're averaging over 300 yards rushing a game, about 50 passing. And they just grind you down, and 5-yard runs become 10-yard runs. But that was kind of like the turning point for them. The selling point was watching Harding put up 660 yards worth of rushing, and 70 points,
just dominating.
Yeah. And everybody's like, okay, well, we can do that. So they tweaked it a little bit. They've got really fast guys on the outside. And one of my favorites is Joash Shikoko. I mean, he's a 6'2" wide receiver. Like, if you cram everybody in the box, Jack's going to pull up and he's going to throw it to Joash. And, it's a 65-yard touchdown.
You have to respect both.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's a lot of fun to watch. And, and Coach, he's finally smiling again, which is nice to see.
That's great. I'm a huge Coach Hobbs fan. I think he's a great guy. He's the stereotypical Bulldog
Absolutely.
head coach. And I love that.
Yeah, he's exactly what Springdale needed, which was kind of a callback, but with a modern twist to it. And defensively, it's the same system. It's coach's system. Coach Chick has come in and sort of made his own tweaks to it, but they're playing defense. They're playing complementary football, and the biggest thing for Springdale is they don't turn it over.
Yeah.
All right, so we've talked a lot about Springdale to this point, but you've had a chance to watch Harbor 4 games in, and this is a football team that's like Springdale, maybe growing up as we're going through 4 games.
Yeah, I think they're trying to find their identity. That's the kind of deal. Like, played a great Oklahoma team. That we learned a lot. Played really well, offensive, defensively. I think we made from where we were first game to where we were last game last year. It's a huge improvement. Yeah. It's a different team. And I think we brought a lot of coaches in, new coaches in, a lot of different schemes, a lot of philosophies that are changed, and so they're buying in quickly. Went down to Greenwood. We got beat up. Greenwood's a phenomenal football team. So they're fun to watch, fun to play against. Farmington, played them, scored a lot of points. But at the end of the day, at the end of the non-conference, what I've realized is that we're trying to figure out who we are, right? Are we tempo? Are we scheme? Are we fast? Are we strong? Are we downhill? We're trying to figure that out. And then, as we come into rivalry week, it's interesting because we're going against the Super Bowl of high school football games, right? And we're playing against a team that's the Bulldogs, who're super strong, and they've bought in. And then Harbor's kind of playing catch up to that scheme right now, trying to figure out, are we all in on this thing? Are we going to make a run at it? Are we going to do what we're supposed to be doing? Is the summer going to pay off? So it's going to be interesting to see. We got Titus Kramer, who's a phenomenal running back for the Cats. He runs downhill. He'd soon run away from you or run right over you. It doesn't matter to him. He's probably the workhorse of the offense. Does a great job. Defense, Tate Beam is a stud. He's a great guy. Great field IQ. Hits you hard. He's a smaller guy, but so it's going to be interesting to see these key players and then the people on each side of the ball rally against them, rally with them to form a team. So I'm just as excited when they show up Friday night here and play the Bulldogs, what's going to happen and what team shows up, and then how the Clash of the Titans turns out.
Yeah, and keeping those emotions in check. And for Coach Eckley, I mean, you've been in charge for a year and a couple of games.
Right.
You're not changing necessarily culture, but you're changing philosophy. It's kind of what Coach Hobbs had to do, which after a long tenure, you're changing kind of the way things are done. Right. And like you said, you're sort of figuring out who you are. What's your identity? Right. It's always great to have a guy like Titus Kramer. He's the leading returning rusher in the conference from 2023. To have a guy that you can go, okay, here we come, yards, stop us. Yeah, get us 3 yards. You stop us. But that's, to me, that's probably the hardest part is when you have the only coach you've ever known. He moves on to the administrative role, and now you come in and have to take over.
Brand new.
Yeah, everything's brand new to you, but they're used to a certain way. So, it's probably, still that feeling out process. Yeah. But from what I've seen, I see, to your point, I see them sort of finding their identity a little bit. They found some things that they like. It's just you've got to put it together for 48 minutes and 4 quarters, and that's going to be the thing tonight. Is hey, you can get out to a fast start, but you got to sustain this all the way through 4 quarters, and that's going to be a real test, I think, for both teams.
Yeah, I agree. And to your point, also is that the 7A West is a gauntlet, anyways, right? And so you got to be healthy.
Yeah.
And stay. We don't have a lot of depth, and so we have key players in key positions. After that, everybody's scratching their head, so we're trying to figure that part out as well. We got Evan Baker doing a great job at quarterback, very elusive. We're not kind of used to that. He can throw the ball. He can also run. That's it. It's a lot like Jack Pounders, on your side of town. So great athletes. They all grew up playing baseball, football together. Mm-hmm. So it's fun to watch these kids play because I know a lot of them. We coach a lot of them on both sides of town. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when those guys show up. It's going to be interesting, I think, for the cast to figure out if they've shown up at the right time for the right game.
And they're 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. If you're a freshman, you're playing early. Controlling your emotions. Stands are full. It's loud. Right. The Springdale's Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium has been redone. It's going to be lit up, and everybody's going to be excited. Controlling your emotions for the first couple of minutes till it becomes a football game is going to be really, really important. Springdale's still a very young team. Harbor's a young team. And I think that's one of the things is we all assume that, these are senior-laden teams. They're really not. Right. You've got a lot of younger guys that are in this environment for the first time. And it will be interesting to see, where that goes. Is everybody composed, or do we start to see some things that maybe get a little out of control, and coach has to step in and say, hey, we're done here.
Well, it's easy to do that in a rivalry game.
Absolutely,
because emotions, young kids, inexperience, that's going to happen anyways. And so I think the leader of who controls the game and less penalties, less turnovers, that's kind of probably really going to be. We say it all the time. That's the keys to the game, right?
Yep.
No turnovers, no penalties.
Sure.
But I think Friday night, that's really going to be the key to the game.
Springdale's made it, I can only speak for Springdale because I've talked to Coach about it a bunch. I mean, they put the ball on the ground 30-plus times last year. Yeah. Through this point in the season, they're +2 in turnover margin, and that's one of the things that they have harped on is not turning the ball over, better ball security. Right. I mean, heck, one of our fumbles was a defensive lineman that scooped it up, then fumbled it. Right. So Springdale's done a very nice job controlling the football, and that's their game. Where Harbor wants to get this thing into the 50s if they can, Springdale play at 14-10, and I think they'd be happy doing it. Right. So that's going to be, to me, that's the yin and the yang, the tug to this, is who's going to be able to kind of establish their tempo first, and who's going to be forced to play the other team's tempo. Right. So let's talk to X's and O's. Yeah. We'll start on the offensive side for Harbor. We've talked a little bit about kind of tempo, and they want to go fast, and Titus Kramer and all of that. But give me some things to look for as we march through this thing.
Yeah. Offensively, I think the Cats are going to try to use tempo because I think the Dogs do a really good job of controlling the speed of the game. And so I think that's going to be the first thing the Cats are going to do offensively, right? Is we want to do fast. We want to put the defense in an awkward position, put them on their heels so they can strike first and continue to control the fast speed of the game to take the Bulldogs out of their norm, so to speak. And they're going to mix it up. You guys are talented on defense, all three levels. So I think the Cats are going to do what they can to minimize the turnovers, but then maximize the key plays from the big players just to make sure we get up fast, a lot of points as quick as possible.
Yeah, I agree. I think they've got to score 45 or more to feel comfortable about this. If this thing's in the 20s, that's playing into Springdale's hands. Yeah. Now, defensively, this is a team that has gotten better over the 4 games. Throw the Greenwood game out because they're an outlier, but I think they've kind of found their identity, especially up the middle. They're real tough.
Yeah, they are. And so one of the things I like to compare the defense from this year to the defense of last year. Defensively last year, it was on the struggle bus a lot. Like we had 3 games that were 70-plus points. Like it's hard to really get your footing when you're constantly looking at defenses on the field, all the time, and they're running out of juice and running out of energy and stuff. This is a different team. Like defensively, a lot of coaching changes, a lot of changes on defense, made some tweaks here and there. So it's going to be a different team defensively. But like I said earlier, we're trying to still figure out who we are, right? And so it's going to be hard until we play real conference competitors, like the Bulldogs. It's going to be interesting to see what defensive team shows up to play, and obviously what offensive team shows up to play.
Now, a couple of years ago, we had a game that came down to a last-second field goal. Special teams, Coach Hobbs, he harps on this constantly, and Springdale's special teams have been very, very good. Right. But that's an area where I'm not going to say anybody has an advantage here, but that's certainly an area where you're going to be looking at kickers and punters and that hidden yardage in the game. And that's something I think both coaches feel like they got to win.
Yeah, I've got this, love-hate relationship with kickers because, as a player, and tell me if I'm wrong, as a player, you watch the kicker and you're sweating and bleeding and crying, and the kicker's over there drinking Gatorade, and then they'll kick a few at the end of the practice, and then when you really need them, they miss the field goal. So we're probably working at getting better at extra points and field goals, but it's very well could be the name of the game, right? On Friday night, because, like I said, it's always the clash of the Titans. So when these guys get together, every inch is going to count, every point is going to count, and that means your kicker better show up.
Yeah, and it's the hidden yardage for me. It's, what are you netting on a punt? Right. Is it 30? Is it 35 where you down it, or is it a 35-yard kick and they return it for 10, right, and you've suddenly, lost 10 yards? The other thing, and I talked to Coach Hobbs about this a lot, is the middle eights. It's that last 4 minutes of the first half, the first 4 minutes of the second half. I've had coaches tell me if you can win that, you got a really good chance to go on and win the football game. If you win it by double digits, you've increase your win percentage by 80%. So that's an area I know that Springdale focuses on a lot. Is dominating that middle, the middle 8, and that's something that certainly Springdale would love to take advantage of.
How important is the special teams going to be Friday night?
I'll tell you, Springdale, for the first time since I've been doing their games, I think they feel great about kickoffs, field goals, punts. AJ Woods is he's a guy that does it all for them. His touchback percentage is around 90%.
Yeah.
When you have a weapon like that and be able to pin folks back, that's a good deal. Punting average, I think he'd like it to be a little bit higher, but he's not getting any returns. So his 35-yard average is a 35-yard average. I think they feel real good about their coverage teams. Springdale is really good. They're very solid in their special teams, and it's the first time in a long time they feel very good just sending AJ out to get 3 on the board. Right. So that's something that I think they feel really good about, and something that they can hopefully take advantage of.
That's good. All right, so Friday night, what are the keys? What do the Dogs have to do to get a win?
Offensively, it's rinse, lather, repeat for Springdale. They got to control the football, can't turn it over. Now they're somewhat cliche-ish. Springdale is, over the first couple of games, has been sort of probing that first drive. You'll kind of see them. It'll be Ransell straight ahead. Okay, can you stop this? Can you stop that? And then all of a sudden they're going to hit you with the counter. And that's where, the mental game comes into it. Right. This offense will wear on you physically, and it wears on you mentally, because it's all they're looking for is 3.5 yards. Right. They're not looking to bust 50. They're not looking to bust, 80.
Reels.
Exactly.
Yep.
They don't necessarily need that. They need 3.5. And that's the way they think about it. And there's a lot of shifting, a lot of motion. Harbor's going to have to understand when somebody goes in motion, who's got who, because they will pull it out. Like if you get confused on an arc motion, if you get confused, the coaches will see it, and immediately they're going to come back with a play action pass, and you better be ready for it. Their passing game is more sophisticated than you would think for a flexbone team. But Jack's got to hit passes. His completion percentage has to come up, and he's got, he obviously can't turn the football over. I think if Springdale's able to run the football and get to that 300-yard mark, they're going to love where they are. Right. Defensively, I haven't seen a team that can block the front three yet. I've mentioned Julian Arroyos, Alex Conley. There aren't a lot of nose guards in this league that are 6'4", 265 pounds. Right. He's massive. And then you throw in Lodgkit, and then they roll in Junior Rodriguez, who may be an all-state player in 2 years when he's a senior. Right. They're really good up front. That second level is kind of where I think the game's going to be played. If Harbor can control the defensive line, it's really incumbent on Easton and Shem and Marcus Coben to control that. Guy to keep an eye on is Raxon Reshen. He's sort of their nickelback rover. He's a guy that'll come on a blitz. He'll drop in coverage, makes plays all over the field. Right. Springdale's safeties to this point have been really, really good. This is probably going to be their biggest test as far as passing goes. If you can block Springdale up front and protect, Ricky Balderas, Jesse Araktrick have to play really, really well on the back end. And that's been kind of their bugaboo the last couple of years. Right. This year, Springdale's been able to get pressure. And for me, if they can get pressure and they can force throws early, I think they'll have a lot of success on defense. This is a football team that just doesn't give up a lot of yards on the ground. So that's going to be fun to watching those big guys just bump into each other.
So what's more important, you think, is winning the game against the Cats? A better defense or a better offense?
They play complementary, and they kind of go hand in hand. What they're going to try and do early is take away the run and make you throw the ball. They believe that, A, you can't run on them, and then, B, if you try and throw it, they believe they can get pressure with 3 or 4. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't seen anybody able to block Julian Arroyos yet. And their defensive backs, they've got 2 corners now, Billy Pack and Jacoby Mason, and then you throw in Day Fan as their nickelback. These guys are ball hawks. 4 interceptions in the non-con in 3 games, and none of them were of the quarterback just threw it up variety. They went and got it. Yeah. So, and they were off of pressure type things. So I think they're going to try and take away the run and make Harbor throw the football, and I think they'd feel pretty good about that. Other side of the ball, Springdale wants 8-minute drives. They just want to keep handing the ball to Ransell. 3.5 yards, 3.5 yards, 3.5 yards, and I think they'd be real, real happy with that.
Right. I'm listening to you talk about offensive defense, and it's very complimentary on the other side of town also with the Cats, because I've noticed offensively and defensively, we talk about identity, but offensively they're really good at fast tempo, and I think that's probably a great weapon to use against the Bulldog defense, because any defense is trying to react and they're trying to respond to whatever the formation of the scheme is. And if you're throwing the snap at them right there while everybody's standing around looking, that's a great weapon to use. And you and I use it in coaching as well.
Absolutely.
Coaching these kids. So I think that's going to be a key for the Cats is tempo, but it's also execution. Execution is just as important, because it doesn't matter how fast you do it if you can't complete a pass or you're not hitting the holes or whatever the case might be. Titus Kramer, you give him the ball, it doesn't matter where the hole's at. He's going to find the hole, and he's going to get his 3 yards. So that's going to be a fun combination to watch him and the Bulldog defense to see how those things match up, because it's him against three basically on the line of scrimmage to get to the next level.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. The other thing, and this is just you and I have seen enough of these games. The first time there's a big play, a change in momentum, how do you react? That's a big thing, especially in a rivalry game. Right. Coach says it all the time. Next play, next play. Don't worry about the last one. Go to the next one. But they're kids and they're in a big room. That to me is going to be really, 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 really important. Is the first time something happens, does somebody go, oh, here we go?
Right.
Or is it, well, okay, we turned it over at the 40, you're not scoring.
Yeah, the wheels aren't coming
off. Exactly. Yeah. And to me, that's going to be really, really important.
Yeah, and that's hard to do with young players.
Very.
Yeah, so you have some senior leadership where that hopefully you have enough of that to take over and tell the guys, calm down, just play your game. So, that's what I think what the Cats have on defense, maybe that the Dogs don't have on defense. So the plus is that there are some upperclassmen that we've had the privilege of coaching when they were kids, and we know that they know how to win. So it's going to be interesting to see if they show up and they keep the wheels on the bus, so to speak, and they do what they're supposed to do and focus on the game, because Gardasire on there, you got Tate Beam, we're second level. Those guys are hard to play against, right? And so you got Daspit playing. Like all these kids, they know what they're supposed to do. They know how to execute. They know who they're playing against, which is a huge benefit, because you play a Fayetteville or a Bentonville or a Rogers. You don't really know those kids as well, but these kids grew up together. They know what they're capable of. And some of those kids, Trey Serrano, for instance, Willie Pack, those were Wildcats to begin with, right? So they know those kids. They know them well. So it's going to be interesting to see what they bring in with the mutual respect that comes with the snap of the football.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I always look forward to it. I love seeing you guys. We get to do it here at a renovated Gerald Williams, which is always going to be fun. We know it's going to be a packed house. But, I love it when both teams get on the field. And that moment after the coin flip, teams come on the field where we're just sitting there and it's like, okay, it's football time. Yeah, it's football time in Springdale. Yeah. That's a whole lot of fun.
There's nothing like it.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
So Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. Like, this is a different place. But back in the day when you and I first started this deal 12-ish years ago, that thing was it was a fire waiting to happen. And I remember you telling me going up to the press box, the old press box is like, be careful because there's a hole right there by the chair. And so, I thought you were kidding, but you were completely honest about it. And I was like, and then I looked, we flip on I thought it was a light. It was a heater, a coiled heater. Like, you knew you either going to fall through 3 stories of the ground or you're going to catch on fire. One of the two.
There was no middle ground. The first time I was ever in the press box, I had to climb a ladder because the original staircase had broken. It had rotted away.
Right.
The whole press box was wood, and it was a fire hazard. But the first time I went up there, I had to climb a ladder to get into the press box. And when I did, there was one of I think it was one of the PA guys was there, and he was walking down the hall. It was just me and him in the press box. The press box is just swaying back and forth. And I at that point I was prepared. I had made my peace. I was ready to go.
Right.
It's like,
if I'm going to go.
Oh, absolutely. If I'm going to go, this is how we're going to go. My most vivid memory at Gerald Williams was game 1. We were playing Bixby here. And it was after the first renovation. Right. And the press box wasn't done. And middle of the first quarter, somebody fell through the ceiling. There was a guy in the ceiling, and he was doing some sort of wiring. And all of a sudden, I look up, and there's a hand coming through the middle of the press box. Right. And I'm like, okay, all right. But we got there, the lights didn't work, nothing did work. But, it is the standard. Both press boxes on either side of town, they're identical, but they are the standard for 7A West. But there are so many things that have happened at this stadium, things that I'll flash back to. I have every game we've ever done, here at Springdale. But that hand coming through the skylight was honestly, it was one of the most terrifying things I'd ever seen. And it's one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me broadcasting a game.
I'll tell you, we were doing Kids Day football in the old press box, and this is the memory I have is I'm talking into the microphone, and a hornet is walking up the top of the microphone as I'm talking, and we're live, right? And so I'm like, I don't even know what to do at this point, because that was like the year 1 for doing the broadcast. And so anyways, I'm so glad the facilities that we have now compared to that was a different generation of facility. But now it's it's like a college here.
It really is, and all of the facilities, honestly, are state of the art. I was talking. I'm not name dropping here, but I was talking to Mike Neighbors, the women's basketball coach at Arkansas, and I was telling him about the arena that we have here at Springdale, and I'm like, it's not the best in high school. It's the best in the state, bar none. Yeah. And it's better than the BPC over at Arkansas. It's better than Bud Walton. It is an absolute state of the art. I purposely stayed away from the renovations here at the stadium because I wanted to see it. Right. Kind of in when it was finished and completed. And the first night we walked in here against Little Rock Central, I mean, the facility's amazing. Yeah. Pushing the field out, master stroke. I mean, the sight lines are better. Massive scoreboard at the end. Everybody can see them. The only thing that's that's funny now is like if there's a long run, the players can see themselves on the board and they'll watch themselves as they're running down the sidelines. It's absolutely hysterical. Yeah. But for the fan experience, bringing the video board on the other side, the games are everywhere. Our broadcasts, are everywhere. You go to the concession stand, you can see the broadcast. You're not going to miss a second. It is, it's a professional setup here. Yeah. It's a professional stadium. And it's, the old lady got a facelift. We said that week one, the old lady got old bird got a facelift. And it's, it's really, really impressive. I love it here. I'm so happy that they got the new turfs in. It looks terrific at night. Yeah. It's wonderful. And it's a whole lot of fun, and things are only going to get better.
Yeah, I agree. It's something I'm certainly proud of. I know you're proud of it, but most of all, I think the kids are proud of it.
Yeah. I went to the Central Southwest game a couple weeks ago. And, I'm sitting there and I'm standing on the gate, and it was over at Harbor, and I'm looking around going, can you believe this? I mean, we never played in places like this. We were playing in a city park. You roll up, you get a rock stuck in your elbow or something like that. Right. These kids are playing in a state-of-the-art facility. The band's in the stands. I never had a band play for me until I got to high school. Right. But, at halftime, they're going into state-of-the-art locker rooms with video boards and all this kind of stuff. It's, the old folks like us, kind of look at it and roll our eyes and go, back in our day. But for the kids, this is everything, man. This is why they signed up to do this, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I totally agree. So I want to talk to you about score prediction. But first of all, this game's on a steak dinner.
Of course.
Just like it is every year.
Of course.
And you owe me 4 steak dinners.
I do.
So I'm counting on a 5th steak dinner because you're not really good at the steak dinner bets.
I'm really not. It has been a weakness, a blind spot for me, if you will.
More blind loyalty, I think.
Yeah,
is really what
something like that.
So I want to score out of you. Give me what is your gut, all your years of experience with the Bulldogs? What's the score Friday night?
I'm super confident in the way that this team plays. And there isn't that, oh no, here we go again type mentality. It's truly a next play mentality for Springdale through, this part of the season. I would love to tell you Springdale's going to win this game, by 25 points, and in the fourth quarter I'm going to have my feet up. These games never go that way. This one's going to be close. I think it's going to be a fourth quarter game. I think Springdale's defense is better, and I think they will be able to force a play here and there, whether it's a turnover, a fourth down, that they get a stop on, something like that. If you're asking me for a score, I think 35-31, somewhere in there, kind of like we had a couple of years ago. I think that's kind of the game you're in for. Now, would it shock me if the script was flipped and Harbor won at 35-31? Absolutely not. I have not seen anybody take Springdale's defense and march down the field.
Right.
That's been something like every game. You're actually surprised when they get a first down.
Right.
And I think the offense will make enough plays. Carson Hayter is a guy to keep an eye on. He's a home run waiting to happen, and they move him all over the place. He's a guy that Springdale hasn't had probably in 7 or 8 years. Right. He's truly just a speed merchant, and they're going to try and get Trey Solano the ball in open space, and they'll do it very creatively. But I think Springdale gets the win for only the 3rd time since the school split.
Years,
yeah, something like that. 35-31, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Now, I want my steak dinner, but I'll take a frozen steak at this point because I figure I owe you so many.
Right. My pick is similar. I think it's a fourth quarter game. I feel like it's a 42-36 game with the Cats winning, but I think the Bulldogs and the Cats are neck and neck until somebody just you get the feeling it's going to be who scores last.
Yeah.
And I think if both teams can keep their head, it's going to be an absolutely amazing football game, fun to watch. We've seen some absolutely incredible football games here between the Cats.
Yeah, we have.
So it's going to be, but I think we're a 42-36 game.
And At the end of the night, we always say to ourselves, this is what Springdale is,
Right.
And with all of the things that are going on in the district, from new buildings to new fields, we're going to get a great football game. I think we understand that.
Right.
And these are two teams that, are certainly on the rise. As the conference is sort of leveled out a little bit, these are two teams that are going to be looking to make a playoff push, and the winner gets a huge leg up going into playoff time.
Yeah, I want to get bragging rights too in the city.
Absolutely, and that's the most important thing.
It is that and my steak dinner. Well, you heard it here on the playbook. Zach Arns picks the Bulldogs. Donald Tucker picks the Cats. We're coming up next with kickoff here at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Hello and welcome. My name is Donald Tucker. In an effort to continue to provide for our students and connect families across the country, this year we are taking our efforts to a whole new level. Our commitment to the district's children is unwavering. We believe that athletics plays a vital role in the personal growth, character development, and overall well-being. That's why we need your help today. By partnering with us, you become an integral part of our journey to empower and uplift these young athletes. Visit our website, www.springdaleathleticfoundation.org, where you can find out more information about our organization, our impact, and how you can help support. So I invite you to stand with us, partner with the Springdale Athletic Foundation, and be a part of something truly special. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of our district kids and ensure that Springdale sports continues to set the standards in athletics across the state.
Shot on the way, and good!
The March 2024 Springdale Spotlight winner.
The February 2024 winner of Springdale Spotlight.
I was the winner of the May 2024 Springdale Spotlight.
I'm the Springdale Spotlight winner of Summer 2024.
Use the hashtag Springdale Family when posting about the great things happening in our school.
You could win a prize pack just like this.
So don't forget, take it and tag it.
And you may be the next winner.
Hashtag
Springdale
Family.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination. Get it at Sam's.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Fam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Springdale football. On the beautiful campus of Springdale High School. Please welcome to the field our 2024 Springdale Athletic Hall of Fame inductees. Joining the inductees tonight are board member Zach Penalto, Simeon Hensey, and Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation, Donald Tucker. Alicia Swearingen Werner, Harbor High School, class of 2011 volleyball. Eric Pierce, Harbor High, class of 2010 football. Justin Harp, Springdale High, class of 1999 baseball. Megan Pierce Ingram, Harbor High, class of 2008 soccer and cheer. Michael Walton, Springdale High, class of 1999 baseball. Brian Peoples, Springdale High, class of 2001 football. Michael Fine, Harbor High, class 2012 football. Bray Cook, Harbor High, class of 2011 football. Kaylee Wright Allen, Harbor High, class of 2011 basketball. Ashton Long White, Harbor High, class of 2011 softball. Congratulations to our 2024 Springdale Athletic Hall of Fame inductees, our Slim Chickens hometown heroes of the game. The Hall of Fame banquet is tomorrow night, Saturday, October 12th, at the Holiday Inn in Springdale. A few tickets are still available at SpringdaleAthleticFoundation.org.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your pre-game entertainment, please welcome to the field the Springdale High School Dance Team. Please give a big hand for the Springdale High School Dance Team. A special message tonight, we would like to welcome home the Springdale High class of 2004. Welcome home. Continuing tonight's pre-game entertainment, please welcome to the field the Springdale High and Harbor High cheer teams. Performers, your music is on. Please give a big hand for the Springdale High and Harbor High cheer team.
Touchdown, Harbor Wildcats. Goes across the middle. Oh, tip and caught by the Cats. Curry, touchdown, Harbor Wildcats. Wildcats strike first. Over the top of the middle, but Curry is off to the races here. 10-5, that's a touchdown, Harbor.
Khalil inside the 15, 10, and keep going. Khalil Marks, go! Touchdown, Springdale! Khalil Marks in from 20 yards out with 36 seconds to go. The Dogs take the lead. Let's go! It's away. Grant fires it. Back in the end zone, it's good! Pass complete to Asserud at 5. Touchdown, Springdale!
Come back to wide to Zach. No, are you coming to wide to Zach? Like, is he gonna speak?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium for the 19th renewal between the Cats and the Dogs and the battle for Springdale. Tonight's game is sponsored by the Springdale Athletic Foundation, Crane Automotive, Core Architects, Arvest Bank. Hi again, everybody. Zach Arns, voice of the Springdale Bulldogs, joining you from Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium on the campus of Springdale High School, and welcome to the battle for Springdale. Tonight's game, you don't have to build it up very much. See here, the crowd's coming in. The place is packed. It is a great night here in Springdale. 5-0 Springdale playing 1-4 Harbor, but the record's misleading for Harbor. We'll start with them as the Wildcats 1-1 in conference play, try to get into the playoffs tonight with a victory over Springdale. Springdale 5-0, the surprise of 7A. 2-0 in conference play with victories over Heritage and last week against Bentonville West. Welcome in. Glad to have you. Again, I am Zach Arns, voice of the Bulldogs. Donald Tucker will join me here in just a bit, and we'll break this one down. We've just finished the national anthem. The teams are in the tunnels getting ready to come out here momentarily. We'll have the coin toss. We'll talk to Coach Robert Johnson, my partner during the regular season. He'll be down on the sidelines reporting. You don't have to build this one up very much, do you? Cats, Dogs. This is the 19th renewal of these two teams getting together. It's been a series dominated by Harbor, 16-2, the last win for Springdale coming in 2018 in a memorable 43-42 game. It's been a series that Harbor has dominated, including winning last year 41-24 at Wildcat Stadium. It's going to be a great night. We hope you enjoy it. Sit back. It's the Cats and the Dogs. Donald and I will be back. Coin toss is coming up. Kickoff's right around the corner. It's the battle for Springdale on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Again, Grant Allen. He's got a man open in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Springdale!
The kick is good. That is the ball game, the walk-off field goal.
You don't have plans, or even if you have plans, you better be at Gerald Williams.
Please, if the only thing you can still came out to play, stay out my way. Motherfucker, we gonna rock, then we gonna fall, then we let it pop, don't let it go. Let's go give it to you, he gon' give it to you. Let's go give it to you, he gon' give it to you.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas, with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Welcome back to Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium as we get set for kickoff here in just a few minutes. There you see the Harbor captains, Devin Williams, Lee Allen Jr., Benjamin Quinlan, and big number 70 for the Wildcats. That's Landon Hughes. For Springdale, it's Ricky Balderas, Xavier Engel, Lodgkid Kanagaki, and Jack Pounders. Let's head down for the coin toss, sponsored by Crane Automotive.
Number 38, listen to us, have a clean game, all right? I've got a head. And number 72, I've got a tails, and I've got a head. You guys are the visiting team tonight. What's your call?
Officials for tonight, referee Colby Berna, umpire Dallas McClellan, and linesman
You want the ball.
Jake
You guys
Black,
want to kick from the
line
clock,
judge
correct?
Brian Bowerman, back judge Richard Smith, and center judge Jason Boswell.
Springdale has won the toss and will receive.
And we welcome you back into the broadcast position. Donald Tucker, the voice of the Wildcats, has joined me up here in the box. And, Donald, you were down on the field before the game. Great crowd, a lot of electricity, a lot of energy down there.
I can't remember that kind of energy in a football stadium at a high school level in my life. That's incredible.
We saw the coin toss. Springdale gets the football first. They won the toss. They're going to elect to receive. Wildcats coming onto the field here. Great shot from the drone that's flying around Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium tonight as Harbor comes on. Again, Harbor 1-4 on the year, but a very misleading 1-4.
Yeah, it really is. The Cats, they've won a second game. They had to forfeit that game because of an ineligible player. But the Cats have really been playing hard. They're improving, and that's kind of what you need to have.
Springdale comes onto the field 5-0 on the year, 2-0 in the league. They are the surprise of 7A. I have been asked multiple questions, been on multiple shows this week talking about this football team. But this is the game that has been sort of their bugaboo the last couple of years.
Yeah, it really has. We've seen some great games between the two. It's a clash of the Titans, as we say every time. But the Dogs, they showed up tonight. They're ready to play, and I think the Cats got to work out.
Springdale's going to deal with some injuries tonight. Rancel Oriana, their starting fullback, he is a game-time decision. He was not in the warm-up lines. And Joshua Salazar will also be possibly out tonight. So two big pieces on that offense. And, doing a little film study this week, I think this is a contrast in styles. I think Harbor's going to come right at Springdale when they have the football. The question's going to be, how does this Harbor defense hold up against Springdale's offense?
Yeah, it really is. It's reaction, who shows up, what team shows up, and what players are ready to play. It doesn't matter what they've done in the past to this point. It's really the Super Bowl. And so they're going to they're going to go deep into the playbook. They're going to try to figure out what's going to work against this Dog offense and defense, and the Dogs are going to have to do the same thing.
We're glad to have you along here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. He's Donald Tucker, and this is, our 10th year doing this together?
It sure is.
Boy, we were young men when this thing started.
You had black hair then.
Yeah, we did. You had hair. Driving back deep for Springdale will be Carson Hayter, Trey Serrano, Noel Howard. Springdale has won the toss. They're going to get the football first. And, and you've played in big games. You were a state champion here at Springdale, Donald. And for the young men that are out there right now, it's, man, get that first hit out of the way and let's just go play football.
Oh, yeah, butterflies going crazy. But as soon as you get hit, that all goes away and it's game time.
Reed McAllister has it teed up for Harbor. They are in the white jerseys with the silver helmets, blue numbers. Springdale, red jerseys, white numbers, and the gray helmets. Now, you're an old dog. What do you think of the gray helmets?
I have one in my office. I absolutely love it.
Beautiful, aren't they?
They really are.
It's going to be a fun night here. Glad to have you along here at Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Thanks to all of our Springdale Athletic Foundation team who's made all of this possible. Got a chance to go over to the arena earlier and see some of the Hall of Fame inductees. It's going to be a good night tomorrow night. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But right now, we are ready for kickoff as McAllister gets into it. He'll hit a knuckleball. It's going to hit at the 15-yard line. Trey Serrano picks it up at the 7. Across the 20-25-yard line, and Springdale will start with the football out near the 26-yard line.
Dogs get good field position. At least they're not looking at the 80-yard monster. They put it out 1st and 10. It'll be on the 20. Looks like they're about the 27-yard line.
So Springdale will start. Looks like they're going to put it down at the 27-yard line. Your quarterback tonight for the Dogs is Jack Pounders. He'll have Carson Hayter, Trey Serrano, your running backs, Noel Howard. He'll be the wide receiver along with Joash Shikiko. Guy to watch tonight is number 6. That's Sammy Isaiah. He'll be filling in for the injured Rancel Oriata. First play of the ball game upcoming. This is Pounders on the option. He'll pitch it. Hayter at the 30. Carson's going to get out to the 33-yard line. So a good 6-yard pickup on first down. And the Dogs, they felt that there may be a little bit of size disadvantage for them in the interior here. We'll set the Harbor defense here in a second, but they feel like those big bodies, they need to run them side to side.
Yeah, they do. Good pursuit by the defense. Williams making a shoestring tackle, as they say in the old days.
So it'll be second down. We'll call it 3. Here's Jack on the option. Pounders with a seam, 40-yard line, 50. Jack Pounders still going inside the 40, first down, Springdale, down at the 36.
He's going to take a handful of cats to take Pounders down. He broke 3 tackles on the first down run. He's going to go all the way down to the 37-yard line.
So it'll be first and 10 for Springdale at the 37. That's the first big play of the ball game. Clock stops momentarily with 11:15 to go here. And this will be the third offensive play for Springdale. And it's going to take a minute. Most teams struggle a little bit with this offense. This is Harding's offense. Right. If you're familiar with the Harding Bison, this is their offense. They just run it from the shotgun. This is first and 10. Ball at the 37. Isaiah straight ahead. And then Sammy's going to get inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. It's going to be a 12-yard pickup and a first down for Springdale.
Another first down run for the Dogs. Cats trying to figure out how to stop this powerful offense. Right now it's first down after first down.
It'll be a first down. Clock stops again with 10:45 to go here and now running. So first down and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. Springdale tickling the red zone. They are excellent inside the red zone at 93% on the year. Here's Pounders, little shake move. And he's going to get down close to the 20-yard line. He'll pick up about 4.
Pounders knocking on the door with the rest of the Bulldogs of the Tyson Foods red zone right at the, looks like about the 21-yard line, second down.
And this is Springdale's game right here. It's slow it down and make it's one of those mental things that Springdale does. First thing you got to do if you're Harbor on defense, you got to identify the football. Right. You got to figure out where it is, and that's what has caused teams who can't replicate it in practice so much trouble. This is going to be second down and 6. First drive of the ball game. Jack Pounders in the shotgun. Jack going to pull it. He's got Carson Hayter with room. Hayter inside the 10, and he's going to stumble and fall at the 1-yard line. And Springdale will be first and goal at the 1.
Just a shoestring tie-up, tripping him up before he gets in the end zone.
Springdale 19 for 20 this year inside the red zone. 18 of those are touchdowns.
Wow.
Springdale will go down into the flex bone. Sammy Isaiah will be your fullback. Pounders straight ahead. And no call from either referee yet. And I think Harbor has stopped them a couple of inches short. Looks like it. Oh, now they're going to give them the touchdown. So Pounders goes in from a yard out. The Dogs go right down the field, and with 9:31 to go here in the first quarter, they take a quick 6-0 lead.
The Dogs just basically positive yards after positive yards.
In to try the extra point will be A.J. Woods. A.J. 28 out of 30 on extra points. Kicks on the way, and it's good. 9:31 to go in the first quarter. Our score, Springdale 7, Harbor nothing. Donald and I will be right back. You're watching Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Welcome back to Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. Jack Pounders has given Springdale a 7-0 lead. A.J. Woods in to kick off for Springdale. A.J., 56% of his kickoffs this year have gone for touchbacks. Back deep for Harbor is number 1. That's Devin Williams. No breeze tonight. Beautiful night here in northwest Arkansas. Temperatures in the 70s as A.J. is ready to kick off. It's going to be high and short. Williams with an opportunity to return from the 1. This is Williams with a seam. He'll get out across the 20-yard line. He'll be run out near the 25-yard line, and that's where Harbor will set up shop.
Cats will get it 1st and 10, about the 24-yard line. It's going to be interesting to see. That's a lot of pressure on the offense of the first possession to answer the bell after a touchdown run.
Now, you watch this Harbor offense. I've only watched it for about a week. It's a tempo offense. They're going to want to spread it around, and they're going to want to go 5 wide, test this Springdale defense. Springdale, by the way, 2nd in the league in scoring defense.
4 to the bottom, 1 split to the top. Offsides for the Bulldogs.
Big number 94, Julian Arroyos. He's Springdale's. We were talking. I was talking to Brett Hobbs earlier this week, and Julian is one of those guys. Isaiah Nichols had one of the great seasons that a Springdale defensive lineman's ever had in 2017. Julian, his numbers are better. 13 and a half tackles for loss, 4 sacks. He's going to be somebody that Harbor's certainly going to have to identify.
So 1st down and 5 for the Cats after the offsides penalty. Drops back, looking down middle, goes over the top. Almost intercepted. Pass was short, incomplete.
And Jesse Aractrick, Ricky Balderas. These are two, you would love these two guys as an old dog yourself. These are system guys. These are guys that were thrown in as sophomores. They're now seniors. Took their lumps early, and they are playing outstanding football. Ricky leads the team in interceptions with 2.
2nd down and 5 for the Cats. Double spread on each side. And the offensive line's going to jump off sides.
And this is just one of those things you got to manage. For the
Ball start, number 77, offense, 5-yard penalty, like them.
You've played in big games. You played in a state title game. I mean, that first drive, you just got to get the nerves out.
Yep, they're the ones they've got the nerves right now. So a few plays in, they'll get it together. And the silly penalties will go away. 2nd down and 10. Quick pass. Lee Allen on the completion. He's going to pick up 6 yards. Brings up 3rd down and 3.
Lee Allen leads the team in receptions. He's a good player. I've had a chance to watch him a little bit this week. He's a really, really good football player. 3rd down defense for Springdale's been really good this year. 34% conversion rate for their opponents through 5 games.
Kramer shifts to the top of the screen. There's the snap. Looks left. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down and 2. 4th and 3.
Yeah, Springdale defense has been really, really tough. As I mentioned, they're 2nd in the league in scoring defense. And they haven't given up big plays. They've been great against the run. They give up about 65 yards rushing per game, about 2.5 yards per carry. And it looks like Harbor's going to spread this out and think about it at the very least.
At the line of scrimmage, 3 split to the bottom, 1 split way on an island to the top. There goes Targus Kramer. Shift to the top. I believe we're going to punt it. That's what happens. Quick punt. Knuckleball. Hits at the 40. It's going to roll past the 30 and takes a Harbor roll. Flag on the field. And it's going to stop at the 20-yard line. Thought I saw a flag fly here on the sideline.
There's a piece of debris at the 29-yard line. That may have been what you saw. But Springdale's going to get the football back here. And, I think if you're in red, I don't think you can.
Sideline warning.
Springdale. No, you were on that one. Your eyesight 10 times better than mine. But, if you're Springdale, they have been it was funny. I was talking to Brett Hobbs after the game last week at Bentonville West. They ended a 9-year losing streak to Bentonville West. And Brett turned to me and he just said, next week. And this team is laser focused. I've talked a lot during our broadcasts about there are some superstars that are emerging here. One of them's Carson Hayter and Julian Arroyos and those guys. This is going to be 1st and 10 for the Dogs at the 21-yard line. There's Trey Serrano. Check that. That's Sammy Isaiah. Maybe a yard on the play. Good play there by number 74, Jaden Grayson. Jaden's a big young man, 6'2", 310 pounds. If you can chase down Trey Serrano, that's pretty darn good. Bring up the 2nd down. Give him about a half a yard on that. Clock running, 8:10 to go here in the first quarter. He is Donald Tucker. I'm Zach Arns. Glad to have you along here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. It's the battle for Springdale. There's Jack to throw under pressure. Pounders gets away. Pounders throws. Looking for Joash Shakiko, and he's got the catch. And is it intercepted? Now they're going to say incomplete. Good play there. That was Zach Miller on the coverage here. And Now, if you're Harbor, you feel pretty good about this. It's third down. It's 10 yards to go. Now, Springdale on the year converting on 65% of their third down conversions. Dogs 13 for 16 last week against Bentonville West. This offense not geared for third down and 10.
Right. Cat defense making some tweaks last possession. I think they've kind of learned a little bit. Now it's third down and 10.
Pounders in the shotgun. That's really good defense there by Quinlan. And you can tell Harbor has certainly located Carson Hayter, number 9. He was the pitch man on that. They're certainly not going to let him beat them. Into punt will be A.J. Woods. A.J. comes in averaging about 29 yards per kick. His long on the year is 56 yards. Back deep for Harbor. It's number 21, Tony Berry. He's going to put his heels at about the 50-yard line. Again, no win tonight, so neither kicker having to deal with that. Snap is a little high. A.J. gets the kick away. It's short. It's a knuckleball coming near side. Going to hit at the 46-yard line and roll out of bounds at about the 47. So great field position here for Harbor.
Cats will get it first and 10 at the 47-yard line. Great field position. Takes a little bit of pressure off the offense. Now they just got to execute past 4 downs.
Now, on the exchange of punts, Harbor's going to pick up about 8 yards, so they'll move into Springdale territory. They'll start the drive here at the 47-yard line.
Lee Allen. Kramer picks up 2 yards, maybe 3 on the spot. Be second down and 7.
Yeah, tied is second in the league in rushing per game at 137 yards per game.
Kramer's a great athlete, very versatile. He's a good weapon to have on offense. There's the snap. Baker looks, fires to Lee Allen. He catches at the line of scrimmage. He's going to fall forward close to the marker. It's about a yard, maybe a yard short. We'll bring up third down and 1.
You know, and that's in kind of watching what Harbor does. This is smart. What you want to do is get Springdale moving side to side. Springdale's deep on the defensive line. Julian Arroyos is certainly a guy that you want to get the ball out. You don't want Baker taking shots if you can help it.
Kramer behind Baker. Lee Allen in motion. Titus Kramer slips, gets hit at the line of scrimmage, maybe lost a half a yard.
Easton Hahn there to make the stop for Springdale, and it's decision time here for Coach Eckley. Fourth down, and you call it, 2?
Yep.
Well, you can feel the energy in this building. Fans, I mean, the place is full. I mean, both sides, both stands are full. I mean, it's a great energy here around Darrell Williams tonight.
Yeah, they're deep standing room only.
I don't know if you got a chance, but I saw Coach Williams earlier.
I saw him.
He was out early.
4th and 2. Coach Eckley gives the signal. Kramer goes in motion. There's the snap, dropping back. Throws, caught. That's going to be a first down for the Cats at 35.
That was Trayson Reith on the reception. Jesse Racktrick makes the stop, but a good play there. Good throw from Kramer.
So they move the sticks, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Cats earn another 4 downs. Snap, pitches left. That's Kramer. Kramer steps over 1, gets past the first down marker and tackled out of bounds at the 20. 1st and 10 for the Cats at the 20.
Good smart play there by Kramer. Bait the defense in, and Kramer's, I mean, he's elusive. He's a guy that you're going to have to get a body on. You're not going to be able to ankle tackle him.
So Cats at the Crane Automotive red zone. 2 split to the bottom of your screen. Adjustment at the line of scrimmage. Hands it off. Kramer on the delay. He'll get to looks like about the 16-yard line.
Springdale's defense on the year has been 8 teams are 8 of 11 inside the red zone. That's 73%. 7 touchdowns, 1 field goal.
2nd and 7. Here comes the Cats. There's the snap. Kramer again. That was Kramer or not?
Right into the middle of that defense.
Yep, that's no.
Yanni Samuel down at the bottom of that pile. Shem Paul as well.
McAllister takes that one. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5.
Julian Arroyo's the last one up off the pile. And now 3rd down.
Looks to the sideline for play confirmation. There's a snap, looking left. Baker tucks it and runs. He's got some room, and he's down at looks like about the 8-yard line. It's going to be enough for a first down for the Cats.
And he comes in completing 67% of his passes, just shy of 1,000 yards on the year, 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and then you forget about the running ability.
Right.
Just almost 300 yards rushing through 5 games.
So first down and goal for the Cats for the first time tonight. Deep inside the Crane Automotive red zone. There's the snap. Chips it over to Lee Allen. He's going to get tackled for a yard loss.
Tried one of those little pop passes, and that's one of those ones, with as much as Springdale blitzes, if you can get outside, I mean, there's nothing but green turf in front of you.
Right. So second and goal from the 10. Baker around the left-hand side looking for the edge, and he's not going to get it. That'll bring up third and goal from the 10, maybe the 11.
Yeah, one of the big differences with this Springdale team this year is that they've got guys at the second level that can run. One of those guys, Raxon Resch, you see Yanni Samuel coming out right here. He's this back 7 can really run.
Cats make the adjustment at the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, looking left, fires into the end zone, incomplete, and there's a flag on the play. That's going to be pass interference.
And give them first down in the end zone. It'll give them the first down. Springdale comes in averaging about 8 penalties per game, 70 yards. They had a high water mark against Heritage.
Pass interference, number 11, defense. Half the distance to the goal, replay third down.
Okay, so that's right. It's the high score. That's Jesse Aractrick. And it gives Harbor life there. They'll move it halfway in, and they'll put it down at the 6-yard line and get another shot at it.
So third and goal from the 5. Cats got to put some plays together here, punch it in, and just to keep up with the Dogs' initial score. There's a snap. Baker keeps it. He's going to cross the 5-yard line down to the 4. That'll be fourth and goal from the 4.
You're in good shape here if you want to try the extra point, or the field goal. But it doesn't look like looks like they're going to leave the offense on the field.
Coach Eckley, a bit of a mastermind when it comes to offensive strategy and scheming. So there's a little bit of confidence here in his offense, but let's see what happens here. Fourth and goal on the 4. 3 split to the bottom, 1 split to the top for the Cats. There's the snap. Looks right, throws into the corner. Lee Allen, touchdown, Harbor Wildcats.
Yeah, we got a flag down. I think you're going to get a pick. Harbor it was basically a double slant. Allen swings around the outside. It's a judgment call with the refs. If you continue your route, they're not going to call you for it. But it created a pile there, and I think you may get offensive pass interference here.
Pass interference. Offense, number 5. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, fourth down.
Yeah, if the 2 outside receivers just kind of continue their route instead of stopping, then you're probably not going to get the call on that. But now, they're going to back you up 15 yards, and now, you're kind of in no man's land. Here comes the field goal team.
Yep. So not a successful attempt at the touchdown, so the Cats will be back for the field goal. It's like a 36-yard attempt for the Cats.
McAllister will he's dead on. I mean, there's no win tonight, so doesn't have to push or pull this thing at all.
Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is no good.
Well, Springdale's defense is going to hold here, and if you're Harbor, you got to feel good about the way the offense was clicking. That you just catch an unfortunate break and miss the field goal.
Yeah, Cats, you got to, especially with this powerful of a Bulldog offense, the Cats have got to execute every single time, minimize the penalties, and score. You got to keep up, or it's going to be hard at the end.
So Springdale will get the football at the 20-yard line, as you like to call it, the 80-yard monster.
That's right.
Jack Pounders bring the offense out here. Sammy Isaiah getting the start tonight for Rancel Oriana. Rancel comes in averaging about 83 yards per ball game. He is Springdale's leading rusher, not playing tonight with an ankle injury. And now Sammy Isaiah, the pressure will fall to the young junior. Jack will throw. Plenty of time looking for Carson Hayter right down the middle of the field and just over his head, incomplete.
Yeah, good defense, but you just, number one rule is a defensive back, don't let them behind you.
We're seeing kind of one of the first, if you will, the adjustments, the kind of the tweaks that Harbor's making defensively is, man, they're putting 8 guys in the box, and they're basically telling Springdale, if you can get to the outside, great, or you're going to have to throw it over us. We're not going to let you run in between the tackles.
Yeah, it's a good defensive strategy. Dog's not great at throwing over deep. They're great at running.
This will be 2nd down and 10. Isaiah's the running back alongside. That's Carson Hayter in motion. Isaiah straight ahead. Not much there. Probably going to lose about a half a yard, maybe a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Cat's doing a good job. It's Jake Adams there on the tackle. Loss of a yard. They'll bring 3rd down and 11. Cats defensively, they've been making some changes. It seems to be paying off so far.
Another matchup to keep an eye on is Daniel Elizade getting his first career start tonight for the injured Carlos Martinez. And, he played great against Bentonville West last week. Springdale got the football back with 5:14 to go in the game. Bentonville West had 3 timeouts. Bentonville West never saw the football with Elizade on the field. This is going to be 3rd down and 11. Jack will throw. Pounders now going to take off and run, looking for Carson Hayter at the 24, and he's going to be taken down quickly. Williams on the tackle, and another good defensive stand for Harbor.
Yeah, it's a good 4 down, positive yards, but I don't think it's enough to go for 4 or go on a 4th down, so they're going to have to punt it. But that's a good moral victory for the Dogs on defense, or the Cats on defense.
A.J. Wood's going to come in to punt. Looks like Tony Berry will drop back deep. .54 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Cats going to get it back here in just a second. Snap is low. A.J. gets the kick away. It's a low line drive. Berry calls for the fair catch at the 46. And that's where Harbor will take over the football.
Probably smart. That thing hits the ground. It's going to roll to Elise Rogers.
Yeah, that thing had that knuckling action to it. So very quickly, after the 3 and out, Harbor's going to get the football back. And they have defended Springdale here in the first quarter better than most teams have.
Yeah, they've done a good job. They made a great tweak at the end of the first touchdown run for the Dogs. And now it's up to the offense for the Cats to put some points on the board. There's Evan. Hands it off up the middle. Kramer. Kramer's going to sidestep, hits the Bulldog wall. He's going to pick up 3 yards based on effort.
It's a good patient run. It's not, you can, as a running back, you can bounce to the wrong hole. He was patient, got 4 yards, got what the play was designed to do.
Quick spread out here for the Cats. 3 to the bottom, 2 split to the top. There's the snap, looking left. Baker's got to have to tuck and run. Goes up, picks up a yard the hard way. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Good pursuit there. Shem Paul. Looks like Jacoby Mason in there as well.
Same formation, 3 to the bottom, 2 split to the top for the Cats.
That is the end of the first quarter.
First quarter here at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. Dogs in a lead, Dogs in a lead, 7-0. We'll be back after this quick break.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car? A 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Hi, I'm Mary Jordan. Springdale Public Schools is launching a free weekly podcast called Springdale Today, which will feature news relevant to Springdale families. Springdale Today will feature educational news, district staff and students, as well as influential members of the Springdale community. I hope you'll join us as the free Springdale Today podcast premieres Wednesday, September 11th at noon on YouTube and your favorite podcast app. I look forward to chatting with you more about what's happening in Springdale today.
Welcome back. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Springdale Athletic Foundation live stream broadcast of the Cats and the Dogs, the big battle of Springdale. Cats have the ball, 3rd down and 5. the 49-yard line. 3 split to the top again, 2 down to the bottom. Baker has it, throws right, caught. Just shy of the yard to make, 2 yards to go, 4th down and 2.
Decision time again, and good reaction there. It was Ricky Balderas on the stop, and I don't think there's any hesitation. I think they're going to go ahead and go.
Yeah, they can't turn it over again. They've got to get in the end zone and get some points on the board. Hands it off. Kramer. He's going to have to go get it. He's still on his feet. He's going to get it. Down the sideline he goes. What a great run by Kramer. That is all effort.
Yeah, it was funny that I was watching the far side, the side judge, and he had it marked. It was about a half-yard short, but then Kramer bounces it. I mean, just great second effort and to keep the play alive.
So Cats have the ball 1st and 10 at the 21, looking at the Core Architects red zone. Dropping back, fires across the middle, caught. Lee Allen still on his feet. He's going to get to the 5, 1st and goal for the Cats at the 5.
And this pace is not something Springdale has seen so far this year. Bishop Kelly did it a little bit, but this is a lot faster than the teams that they've played have gone.
Snap. McAllister gets it left-hand side. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard.
Donnie Samuel in there to make the stop.
So Cats organizing here. 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. They've got 1 split to the top and 1 to the bottom of your screen. Hands it off. Outside, it's like Kramer. He's going to get to the 2.
Good surge there from that Harbor offensive line. Logic at Kanagaki down there at the bottom of the pile, and now it's going to bring up a big 3rd and goal here.
A lot of pressure on the Dog defense at this point. Got their heels on the edge of the cliff. Cats doing a good job of getting surge, as Zach said, right off the edge. There's a snap. Baker keeps. Touchdown, Harbor Wildcats.
Really, since that first drive, I mean, Harbor's had the momentum. They played the game almost exclusively here, as you see Baker go into the end zone almost exclusively in Springdale's end. That's a nice recovery. Really, really good recovery.
So extra point team on the field. McAllister will handle the kick. Snap is down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. And that's just like that. We're tied up at 7. Folks, we'll be back for the Legacy National Bank kickoff right after this quick commercial break. Welcome back. Appreciate you guys tuning in to Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. I'm Donald Tucker, voice of the Harbor Wildcats. That is Zach Arns, the voice of the Springdale Bulldogs.
So I think we've gotten about what we expected. These games always seem to take on a more physical nature. Now Springdale's got to find a way to answer.
McAllister on the kickoff. Squib kick, knuckleball out of bounds. It's going to go out of bounds at the, looks like about the 13-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team. By rule, the ball will be placed at the 35-yard line.
So Springdale get really good field position here on the kick out of bounds, aiming it right at Noel Howard. Noel smart, let that one go in. And now Springdale's going to have to find an answer here. Harbor's done a nice job on their last 3 drives, sort of keeping the dog offense, which has been lethal. During this during the first 5 games. They're second in the league in scoring at about 43 points per game. Springdale 1st and 10, ball at the 35. It's a diamond formation. Pounders in the shotgun. Jack on the option, pitches. Far side, Trey Serrano going to be run out of bounds near the 40-yard line. And so positive first gain here for Trey on his first carry. Get about 3, maybe 4 yards on that. It'll set up second down. They're going to push him out at the 44-yard line, and it'll be second down and 6.
Serrano is not one you want to let outside. He is super fast. We coached him. He's a great player, great kid, and it's fun to watch him play.
Yeah, he is. He is one of those guys that when he gets free, he is fun to watch run. Second down and 6. Springdale going from the bone. Here's the pitch, Carson Hayter. Carson, first down yardage, 50-yard line into Wildcat territory down to the 45. It will be a first down for Springdale.
First down for the Dogs.
That's one of those plays that Springdale really, really likes to run as a counter to teams that sort of bunch up. You can see it here. It's just it's a quick toss. Get Carson on the corner here with lead blockers, and then Carson does the rest.
Flag on the play. We'll see what happens here.
Well, looks like they're going to get Springdale for a hold as Springdale backs up. The second penalty of the night.
Illegal block below the waist. Offense.
Big one.
Number 6. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay second down.
That's a big penalty. Sammy Isaiah hasn't played a ton this year, getting the start tonight. Probably the biggest game that he's ever played in.
Right.
But the 15-yard penalty here, this offense is not built for this. This is, 3, 4, 5 yards at a time. Now, they've hit big plays during the regular season, but now you're looking at second down and 21. The line to makes the 45. The line, they'll scrimmage from the 24.
Yeah, Cat's doing a good job on defense, pursuing to the ball against a very powerful offense.
They'll run from the diamond set, Pounders in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers set, Shikoko and Howard. Here's Pounders on the keeper, and he's not going to get much just across the 25-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and long. And credit this Harbor defense. Springdale went right down the field on the first drive. They have shut everything down since then.
Yeah, the Cats did a great job adjusting to a powerful offense for the Dogs, and it has literally been the Cats' defense so far these last few possessions.
So it's going to bring up third down and 18. Again, the line to make is the 45. Guy to keep an eye on here in this situation is Joash Shikiko. Joash 6'2", about 190 pounds, as you get a look at the Bulldog right there. Big crowd here at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium watching the battle for Springdale. Springdale going to have to hurry here. Play clock winding down. Here's Pounders. They're going to set up a screen. Got Hayter, far side. Hayter with room. Carson Hayter.
Oh.
And he is gone. Carson Hayter on the screen pass. Touchdown, Springdale, and the Dogs answer right back.
That's a great job by the offense.
That's a good call there. They're using Harbor's aggressiveness against them. And Carson Hayter goes in from 74 yards out. That's Springdale's longest pass play of the year. And the Dogs go back on top 13-7.
Yeah, I remember as a defensive tackle here, you can set up the offense.
You'll see a couple of blocks here. You get everybody to come to you. And there's a block right there that sprung him. And that was Carlos Martinez with the block. And once Carson gets free, you're not going to catch him. And now A.J. Woods on to try the extra point. Snap's good. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score with 8:27 to go here in the half. Springdale 14, Harbor 7. Donald and I will be right back. You're watching the Battle for Springdale on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
8:27 to go here in the half. Carson Hayter goes 74 yards on the screen pass. Springdale takes the lead 14-7. Now A.J. Woods has it teed up. We're going to check in with Coach Robert Johnson here in just a minute. He's down on the sidelines. Back deep for Harbor. It's number 5, Mark Antoine. Is it Antoine Poulin?
That's number 3. Sandoval.
Sandoval's back deep. It's going to carry to the 1-yard line and a fumble. And it's going to go into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback, so no harm, no foul.
Yeah, that's a dangerous iffy zone right there in the goal line. Do you bring it out? You let it go out? And then you got Red Dogs looking at you in the face.
Yeah, you're the guy we need to talk to about this. We keep joking about getting AJ's touchback sponsored. There's so many of them. Now 56% of his kickoffs at the beginning of the year have gone into the end zone.
Well, it's intimidating when you can do that because the offense has to look at the 80-yard monsters, we say. 1 to the top, 3 down the bottom for the Cats. Baker back at quarterback. He'll take the snap from the 15. Dropping back, looking left. He's got all day. He's going to scramble out of the pocket. He's tuck and run. He's going to get hit hard. It's about the 28-yard line, but it does bring up 2nd down and 2.
Everything I saw from Harbor in the first 5 games was Kramer. You a little surprised that Harbor's spreading it out as much as they are?
I am. I think you have to bring a different bag of tricks to the Bulldogs, right? They know what you've been doing. They've been watching the film. Bring something they haven't seen. Hands it off. Kramer sidesteps 1. He's going to get to the 30. That's enough for a 1st down.
Shempal on the stop there. That looks a little bit more like what I've been seeing through the first 5 weeks.
Yeah, not super exciting football when you're getting 2, 3, 4 yards, but effective. If you can just take those small chunks, keep adding up. 2 to the top, 1 down the bottom. Wright will go in motion to the top. Baker keeps it. He's going to pick up a good 6 yards.
Simple but effective.
2nd down and 4.
6-yard pickup, and it's not a complicated play. You put the football in your quarterback's hands and let him sort of pick his way through.
A little bit of a dangerous play, though, for your quarterback. 2nd and 4. Here come the Cats. 2 at the top, 2 down to the bottom. Fakes the handoff, looks left. There's Wright again. Caught at the 45. Still on his feet. He's got to pick up 3 more on effort.
Give this Harbor offensive line some credit here. Baker has all day to stand back there. A lot of teams have not been able to handle Arroyos and Kanagaki and Alex Conley and Junior Rodriguez. They're doing a great job up front now, giving him plenty of time.
It's kind of the strong part here that Cats have not had in the last few years is a good offensive line, taking advantage of that. Titus will go to the top of the screen in a shift.
Quick update from down in Fayetteville. Fayetteville leads Northside 7-0, 10:22 to go in the first half.
A little offensive confusion, it looks like. 2 seconds. Cats will have to take the timeout.
Timeout, Harbor.
We're going to take it with them, folks. Don't go anywhere. We got more Cats and Dogs right after this.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
You got student section over here. You got the crowd behind us. There's crowd all the way down here. It's packed. It's awesome. Atmosphere's great. You got Harbor coming back. They've made some adjustments after the first drive. So then Springdale came back with the pass to Carson Hayter for a touchdown. Hey, it's going to be exciting, so y'all better be paying attention.
Thank you, Coach Johnson. Appreciate that.
That's the dude right there.
He is. He's a great guy. So Cats have it 1st and 10, 48-yard line. 3 split to the top. Lee Allen in motion. Evan will keep it. He'll get the 1st down. He's going to tack on 2 more to be 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yeah, that motion is really bothering Springdale's defense. A lot of that eye candy, a lot of the shifting in the motion is really bothering that Springdale defense.
So Cats at the line of scrimmage on a quick tempo. Lee Allen to the top of your screen. Hands it off to Kramer. Kramer's going to get, it's like about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 at the 35. More tempo from the Cats. Snap, Baker rolls to the bottom of your screen. Over the top, right. Touchdown, Harbor Wildcats. Wright just doing a good job of getting downfield on top of the defenders.
Yeah, again, great protection, plenty of time. I mean, you'll see it here, just a half roll. Set up and throw it as far as you can. Let your big wide receiver go get it. Beats Ricky Balderas into the end zone, and you're an extra point away from tying this thing up.
So McAllister to do the kick for the Cats. Snap is down, kick is up. And the kick is good, and we're tied back up at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium, 14-14. We'll be back. I'm Donald. He's Zach. We'll see you right after this quick break.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh. Delicious. Chicken.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
McAllister do the kickoff for the Cats. This is the first security kickoff. Kicks high. Can be fielded at the 15-yard line. Here come the Dogs. Crosses the 25, crosses the 30, the 35, down to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dogs at the 32 when it's all said and done.
So Springdale will take over 1st and 10, and Jack Pounder is going to bring the offense out. And during the last series here, I was looking for Julian Arroyo, Springdale's fine defensive end, and he is down on the sidelines with his pads off. Not sure if we'll see him again, but that would be a big loss for Springdale's defense. Jack Pounders bring the offense out. First and 10 for Springdale, ball at the 37. Pounders on the option. He'll keep it. Jack's going to get maybe a yard out of that. Could play there in the middle of that Harbor defense. And again, Harbor's done a nice job since that opening drive.
Esparza for the Cats, putting a stop to it. Jack's going to get a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Good look at the Springdale Bulldogs here near side. And clock running here, 5:20 to go in the first half. 14-14 our score.
This is everything we hoped it would be.
Second down and 9. Pounders will throw, has time. Jack going to let it fly. Looking for Trey Serrano. It's going to fall incomplete, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
Jack have to thread the needle there to get it in between the Cats. Good job on defense. Just a little underthrown.
So now a 3rd down upcoming for Springdale. 4:59 to go here in the half. Now Springdale again facing a 3rd down and 9. Got him on a long 3rd down screenplay last time around. One of the really good things that Harbor's done here through the first half is to take Carson Hayter away, except minus the screen pass. Carson really has not had an opportunity to run the football at all.
Yep.
This is going to be 3rd down and 9. Ball at the 38-yard line to make the 47. Here's Carson, throwback, looking for Jack Pounders, wide open. Pounders with room, 40-yard line, 35, 30, 25, 10. And he's going to be run down inside the 10-yard line, so Springdale digs deep into the bag of tricks. Carson Hayter finds Jack Pounders, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Springdale.
Dogs did a great job. Here's the replay.
And everybody forgets, Carson's a backup quarterback. And he put that one on the money to Jack. Jack's first reception of the year. Devin Williams goes and tracks him down. They're going to put the ball at the, we'll call it the 6.5-yard line.
Vaughn Williams on the touchdown-saving tackle for the Cats.
Clock running now, 4:35 to go here in the first half. Springdale will go down into the flex bone. That's Sammy Isaiah straight ahead. He's going to get a couple inside the 5, maybe to the 4. And that's all he's going to get there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And Springdale very comfortable with this sort of offense. This is going to be one of those situations where they're going to take the play clock all the way down.
Dogs going to have to use the clock at this point.
This is where Coach Johnson and I talk about the middle eights here as we get ready to cross the 4-minute mark. If you can dominate the last 4 minutes of the first half, the first 4 minutes of the second half, you're going to put yourself in a good position here to win the football game. Springdale going to go back down into the bone. This is 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line. Pounders will go under center. Pitches Hayter. Carson Hayter into the end zone. Touchdown, Springdale, and the Dogs go back on top with 3:44 to go in the half.
Yeah, Dogs not happy with that, so they get in there and punch it in for a quick 6. Doing a good job executing. Cats did not have an answer.
Now we're getting the game I thought we were going to get. Here you see Carson. Once he gets to the corner and hits the Jets, he's really, really hard to stop. But now we're starting to see those offenses start to kick in. A.J. Woods in to try the extra point. Pounders will hold. Kicks on the way, and good. 3:44 to go in the half. Springdale up by 7. We'll be right back. You're watching Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
A.J. Woods into kickoff. Something to just keep in mind as we close out the first half here. Springdale won the toss and elected to receive. So Harbor's going to get the football to start the second half. That's why I talk about those middle eights.
Right.
Really, really important time now in the football game. A.J. gets his foot into it. High end-over-end kick. It's going to come down at the 5-yard line. With a seam. It's going to get out to the 24-yard line. It'll be first down Harbor.
So Cats will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 24. And this is one of the most important possessions for the Cats right now because they got to get points on the board to match the 21. That way they don't have another opportunity to not score in the first possession of the second half.
Yeah, especially if Julian Arroyos can't go the rest of the way. This is certainly advantageous for Harbor, and you got to take advantage of it.
3 down to the bottom for the Cats. Hands it off, bottom of your screen, looking for a room. Titus gets tripped up.
Yeah, Raxon Reshin, the dog back for Springdale, coming up. He does that a lot. Raxon, one of the leading tacklers, is the leading tackler, one of the leading tackles for lost guys. That one's going to be about a half-yard loss.
So it's second down. We're just going to call it 10. Second and 10 for the Cats. 3 to the top, 1 down to the bottom. Dropping back, look right, throws right. Caught at the line of scrimmage. You're going to have to fight for yards there. He's going to pick up 6.
That was Kramer on the catch, and there was nothing there. I mean, that was all Kramer on that. That should have been a net gain of 0. He picks up 7, puts him in a position here where it's 3rd down and 2.
Well, if you're going to be a good defensive player, do not leave Kramer alone. That's kind of the name of the game there. 3rd down and 2. There's the snap. Baker keeps. Picks up the first down, upended, gets to the 41, 1st and 10.
Yeah, you can see they're zeroing in on wherever Julian Arroyos is supposed to be. Right now, Springdale kind of trying to find that player that can step in. Logicate Kanagaki's playing one of the ends, and Junior Rodriguez, a big tackle, playing the other end right now.
2 split on top, 2 down to the bottom. Here come the Cats. Dropping back, looking left, throws left to the flats. Kramer again with the completion is going to pick up 5 yards. 2nd and 5.
Again, no pass rush whatsoever from Springdale. Great job by the Harbor offensive line.
Yeah, that's going to open up some more plays in the playbook if we can execute at the line of scrimmage. Three to the top of your screen. Baker back at shotgun. There's the snap. He's going to keep it, tucks it up inside. He's got some room, gets the first down, tacks on 3 more on top of that. 1st and 10 at the 45.
And Junior Rodriguez had a shot at him, couldn't bring him down. Good play there by Baker.
Looks like there's a flag on the play. Cats are already backing up.
Illegal formation, offense. 5 men in the backfield. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. 2nd down.
It's been a pretty clean game. I mean, for all the emotions that are associated with this ball game, it has been a very, very clean game.
That it has. One of the things you come into the Super Bowl like this, you expect a lot of emotions. You expect a lot of penalties because of that. But you're right. I think that's overcoaching. 2nd down and 10 at the 41. 2 to the top, 2 split down the bottom for the Cats. Timeout for the Dogs. We're going to take it with them, folks. 21-14, 2:09 to go. We'll be back right after this.
Hola a todos, soy Maribel Tapia y quiero compartirles algo que nos llena de orgullo. Queremos que sepas que tu familia, logros y sueños nos importan. Porque contando nuestras historias, conectamos nuestra comunidad. Los esperamos para celebrar juntos los nuevos episodios de esta temporada en Facebook Escuelas de Springdale, Spotlight Latino, Univisión y Telemundo Arkansas. Recuerda, yo soy Maribel Tapia y te espero para un cafecito y charla.
Welcome back. Appreciate you guys tuning in. The Springdale Athletic Foundation TV. Cats versus the Dog, 2024. Dogs in the lead. 2:09 to go. 21-14. It's been kind of a Super Bowl here. I love these kind of football games, especially when it's Springdale against Springdale.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun, and you know the building is packed. And I mean, I'll tell you how big a game it is. My daughter demanded that she come out here. She come to the ball game tonight. She's sitting right down in front of us with some of the Springdale teachers. And I mean, everybody's here tonight. It's a whole lot of fun.
Cats at the line of scrimmage. There's the snap, looking right, has to look left, checks down over the top. Kramer, incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 10.
So now Springdale's got to get off the field, and you know this Harbor team has done a nice job on 3rd downs, getting that 8 yards, giving themselves at least the option to go for it on 4th down. Springdale's yet to really kind of slow them down tonight.
3rd down, 3 to the top for the Cats. Here comes Evan Baker. He's going to tuck it in. He's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage. Fights for 3. That'll bring a 4th down and 7. Dogs doing a good job of playing the option.
And clock's going to continue to run here, and it looks like Coach Hobbs is going to call that timeout and save some time here.
Officials timeout. Injured player.
Got an injured number 2.
Yeah, Ricky got tied up there with one of the offensive linemen here for Harbor. It looks like Luke Greep. He got tied up with him and landed kind of awkwardly at the end of that play.
We're going to take a quick break, folks. We'll be back right here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television after this.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Cats got a 4th down. It's going to be an interesting play call here for the Cats. They've really got to go for it. 3 split to the top, 2 down the bottom. Kramer readjusts. He's going to get left.
I think they're thinking about it.
Up they're going. Here comes Baker. Drops back. Intercepted by the Dogs at the 50.
It's Gavin Connor with the interception. He just checked in, and that, circle that play right there.
Yeah.
Gavin hasn't played much this year, gets the interception, and now you set up Springdale here with 2 timeouts, 1:22 to go, and their offense has been humming here the last 2 drives.
Very dangerous position. Here's the replays you watch.
I just didn't see him in the middle of the field. And Gavin, his first career interception, first interception on the year, and sets up Springdale at the 42-yard line here. And Coach Hobbs always talks about getting up 2 scores. Getting up 2 scores, building that comfort zone, and Jack Pounders will bring the offense out. Sammy Isaiah will be the fullback. Looks like Springdale's going to spread it out a little bit.
Defense has got to dig their heels in here for the Cats because this is a dangerous position.
That's Hayter in motion. Pounders to throw. Fires, near side pass complete. Trey Serrano, 34-yard line. He'll be just shy of the 1st down. Looks like it'll set up a 2nd down and 2. Couple of scores you can see here at the bottom of the screen. It'll be 2nd down and 2. 1:18 to go here in the half. Springdale up by 7. Springdale will go in the shotgun 4 wide receiver set. Sammy Isaiah, the running back. That's Hader in motion. Jack with the play fake. Now going to throw it deep. Fires, pass complete. Trey Serrano at the 25. Trey, first down yardage. And the Dogs moving into field goal territory here for A.J. Woods. Looking for more at the 27. 1:11 to go here in the half. Springdale with 2 timeouts. Clock continues to run. Pounders. Going to take off and run inside the 20. Jack with room. 15-yard line. Little stutter step. Going to go down at the 14-yard line. It'll be another Springdale first down with 53 seconds to go in the half.
And there's a flag on a play.
And we'll see what the flag is. The flag's at the feet of the player that's down. Looks like Zach Miller. So we'll await the call here from the white hat. Did you see what I didn't see? It was at the end of the play.
There we go.
And they're still talking about it. Now he looks like he's set.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 6. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
Yeah, Benjamin Quinlan going to get whistled for that. And that, we talked about that right off the top.
We have officials timeout, injured player.
We talked about that right off the top. We'll talk about it. Well, it looks like Miller's going to get up here. But we talked about the emotions of this game and the things that you can't do. And this is one of those situations. You can't throw the interception. You can't have the personal fouls. That's the sort of stuff that sort of stacks up and can cause you some real problems.
Yeah, you really got to play with discipline in games like this especially.
They're going to march off the penalty down to the 7-yard line. Springdale will have it first and goal. 53 seconds to go. The clock should run as soon as everybody is set to go. Springdale does have 2 timeouts. Hayden Brown's going to check in. Here comes Junior Rodriguez. This is their jumbo package. This is most likely Jack Pounders just on a quarterback lead trying to find a little bit of daylight. Sammy Isaiah going to check in as well. So first and goal for the Dogs. Ball at the 7-yard line. They lead 21-14. And now we're going to get a timeout.
Timeout, Harbor.
Harbor calls a timeout. Donald and I will be right back. You're watching the Battle for Springdale on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Pregame bill for the referees.
53 seconds to go here in the half. First and goal for Springdale. Ball at the 7-yard line. Just got a report from Coach Johnson down on the sideline. Zach Miller got hit by one of his own players. Just kind of one of those football injuries, friendly fire kind of deals. And it looks like he's up and moving, so he'll be okay. In fact, he may have checked back in. First and goal for Springdale. Springdale going with their jumbo package. They ran this. They broke this out last week against Bentonville West. This is quarterback lead, quarterback lead, quarterback lead every single time. Pounder's going to give to Isaiah. Sammy inside the 4, and just as I say quarterback lead, quarterback lead, quarterback lead, they hand it off to Sammy Isaiah.
I think that was bait and switch.
A little bit. Well, Coach doesn't always tell me everything. He tells me a little bit, but not everything. Here comes the speed package in. Noel Howard, Trey Serrano, Carson Hader all coming in. Clock's running, 35 seconds to go here. Springdale still with those 2 timeouts. Plenty of time here for Springdale to get a couple plays off. They'll go down into the flex bone. That's Howard in motion. Isaiah straight ahead. Pushing, and he's going to be taken down. Looks like they're going to mark him down at the 1, and Springdale's going to call a timeout here with 16 seconds to go.
Springdale.
Now 14 seconds to go in the first half. Let's talk this through here. About what you expected here from the first half?
It is. It's what I expected, but it's a lot more intense than I thought. You get the feeling what's going to happen. Whoever scores last is who wins.
17 seconds on the game clock.
Okay, you heard it there. They're going to put 17 seconds on the game clock. And, I know this is not self-serving, and I'm not trying to puff up your ego a little bit, but and I say this with, I love you to death, but you've done a hell of a job bringing all of this together.
Thank
Not
you.
just the foundation, not just the streams, but if you look around here tonight, your fingerprints are all over this. So you deserve to be commended and congratulated, and you're probably going to get a really good nap tonight after this is over.
Yeah,
But,
I haven't slept in at least 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so.
I had a chance. I was talking to Jana Cade earlier today, and it's been great. Everything that if you look around Gerald Williams, the old lady got a facelift,
She
and
did.
and she's beautiful, and we're very, very thankful. All of us that get to do this every week. Very
Yeah.
thankful to you and the foundation for all
Well,
the
I
work
think the
you've done.
kids. Thank you for saying that, Zach. I think the kids are proud of it, and that's the most important part.
And then nights like this, this is the reward. So it's going to be 3rd down and goal. Ball is at the 2-yard line. Springdale trying to punch it in here and go up by 14. Pounders is in the shotgun. And here he comes straight ahead. Jack into the end zone. Touchdown, Springdale. Jack Pounders, 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dogs go up 27-14.
Yeah, you got the feeling that the Dogs' momentum was just too much for the Cat defense at this point.
It's, we added it up last week when you've got Junior Rodriguez, Lodgkit, and the rest of the heavies that go in there. That is a very large, that's almost 1,000 pounds worth of human beings.
Yeah.
And then you put Jack Pounders at 200 pounds right behind him. That's a lot to stop. A.J. Woods in to try the extra point. 14 seconds to go here in the half. Springdale looking to take the lead by 2 touchdowns. Snap is good. Kicks on the way, and it's good. So our new score with 14 seconds to go in the half, Springdale 28, Harbor 14. Donald and I will be right back. You're watching the Battle for Springdale on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Jack Pounders punches it in from 2 yards out. Springdale up by 2 touchdowns. A.J. Woods has it teed up and ready to kick it off here, and the interception leads to a touchdown. And, if you're Harbor here, you're going to get the ball to start the second half, but it's time to regroup. A.J. going to hit a knuckleball. Going to bounce at the 22, picked up by Kramer. He's going to be driven out of bounds at the 34-yard line. And now with 10 seconds to go here in the half, Harbor's going to get the football here.
Not a lot of time to make something happen, that's for sure. They've got 1 timeout left in the half and 10 seconds to run the majority of the field.
Here you take a look at the 7A scores. I was actually just talking with Bulldog alum Blair Cartwright. He's the analyst for Fayetteville. Fayetteville was up 21-7 last time we checked in with him.
Cats at the line of scrimmage. 2 split down to the bottom. Kramer adjusts the left side of Baker. There's the snap. Kramer gets the handoff, hit the line of scrimmage, and driven back. And that's a little bit of a rarity here for the offensive line, but that'll take us into the half.
That is the end of the first half.
So our halftime score, Springdale 28, Harbor 14. Let's check in with Coach Johnson down on the sidelines. We're going to check in with him in a minute. He's going to try and grab Coach Hobbs as he comes off the field. Looks like all righty. So we'll check in with Coach here in just a little bit. Donald and I will be back with halftime festivities. Springdale up by 14. We'll be right back. You're watching the Battle for Springdale on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
You scored right off the bat. They came down. They kind of made some adjustments after that first drive, and we kind of stalled. Then we got in the playbook and threw back to the quarterback. Threw a screen back to Hulk Carson. Carson threw back to Jack. What are some adjustments you feel like you need to do coming out of this?
You know, I was very proud of, making those 2 big plays on 3rd and long,
Right.
both of them. So that was a great job, great call by Coach Hahn. We just got to make sure, continue establishing the run, try and get the ball on the perimeter, and I think we'll be all right.
Good. Your defense came out. They scored a couple touchdowns and matched us a little bit. Then we came back and stuffed them.
Yeah.
Turned over on downs. They punted the little quick kick punt there. So defensively, how do you feel about the game?
No, I think they've been doing great. Harbor presents a lot of problems with what they do. They put up a lot of points. Our defense has played pretty strong. As long as we don't give up the big play, continue to tackle, and stop the run, we'll be just fine.
Good luck.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Back to you, Zach.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, lock lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Advanced Manufacturing needs you. For every 4 jobs, there's 1 applicant. Let business industry training take you to the next level. Either as a startup or as an incumbent worker, BIT has your menu.
I came to BIT to advance my skills in the electrical control field. If you want to better yourself, you need to come to business industry training.
Welcome back for a quick roll of the sponsors. Appreciate these guys. If you guys need support the ones that support us. Springdale Athletic Foundation bringing you broadcast for tonight. Tyson Foods, tradition here in Springdale. Digital scoreboards. Harps. Hometown Fresh. First Security Bank. You guys stay tuned. We got some amazing performances from Harbor and Springdale right here on the Springdale Athletic Foundation television.
My name is Eric Burnett. I am the Assistant Athletic Director for the Springdale School District. I am so grateful for your donations to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Chris Wood, Assistant Athletic Director of the Springdale School District. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
The band is under the direction of Jeremy Ford, C.J. Morris, Madison Spires, Tyler Weaver, Mallory Vincent, Elena Atkins, Omar Alonzo, and Julie Huffman. Our color guard is coordinated by Mallory Vincent. Field props for tonight's performance were designed and built by Tony Terrell and Kyle Fowler with assistance from the Harbor Tech Cats within the Harbor Theater Department. Tonight, the band will perform their 2024 competition production entitled Imagine. Drum majors Ainsley Carter, Estrella Castellan Verde, and Ivy Sandoval. Is your band ready? And now, here they are, taking pride in excellence, the Springdale Harbor High School Wildcat Marching Band.
there they are, the Springdale Harbor High School Wildcat Marching Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that signed up to win the PTO drawing for gift cards, here are your winners.
Hi, this is Zach Arns, the voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Are you looking for a new career? Would you like to become a professional truck driver? The CDL Training School in Tawnytown, Arkansas is now opened and accepting new students. You can earn your CDL in just 3 short weeks with employment after you finish school, and PAM Transport will cover your tuition. You will train in the same equipment you will drive once you earn your CDL. Plus, students also receive a $100 weekly stipend during training. Don't wait another minute. Call PAM Transport today. 888-498-2549. That's 888-498-2549.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours, thank you.
Iconic celebrations designed to honor and remember those that have gone on before us. We focus on their memory tonight. We hope you thoroughly enjoy our 2024-2025 show entitled Dia de los Muertos. And now, under the field direction of drum majors Tegan Stewart, Christian Lopez, and Abraham Mancia. And there they are, the Springdale High School Marching Band. The superintendent for Springdale Public Schools is Dr. Jared Cleveland. Springdale High School principal is Mr. Jason Jones. The band is under the direction of Julia Stevens and Sarah Mendoza, with wonderful staff assistance from Angel Malden, Colby Palmore, Kennedy Chastain, Logan Morris, Zach Whitmore, and James Hendricks. Additional percussion assistance from Colette Soriano. Color guard coordinators are Bailey Cash and Jess Rivas. The Springdale Band would like to thank the school administration and the entire Springdale community for their...
Accidents are never planned, but no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas. With fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Our halftime score, Springdale 28, Harbor 14. Hope you enjoyed the halftime show. Teams are back out on the field getting warmed up, and we're getting set for the second half here, a second half that I think you and I, Donald, feel is going to be really, really interesting.
Yeah, it really is. We knew it was going to be interesting when the game ended last year, that this game was going to be interesting. And these kids knew it when they're playing Kids Day football, right? That it's going to come to this, and it hasn't disappointed.
Here we see some first half highlights. Jack Pounders goes in quickly, and then it became kind of a defensive battle there for about a quarter, and then the offense has kind of got it in gear. You see that tough Harbor defensive line really controlling the football, and they go in, they tie it up 7-7 on the Baker touchdown. And then we got then the trickery started. Here's the screen pass to Carson Hayter. That one's going to go 74 yards. And once Carson gets in the open field, he's one of the fastest players in the 7A West. That is his longest reception of the year. Both, by the way, he has 2 receptions on the year, both for touchdowns. And then this is a beautiful throw from Baker, finding Reith just up over the top of Ricky Balderas in for the touchdown. We had a 14-14 ball game at that point. And then Springdale kind of goes deep into the bag of tricks. Carson Hayter's going to throw one. Finds Jack Pounders, is going to take it down inside the 8-yard line. Springdale will punch it in from there. They go up 21-14, and Carson Hayter goes in from 4 yards out on a third down. And at this point, it's 21-14, and you're just sitting there going, all Harbor has to do is kind of sit on the football here, and then Gavin Connor comes up with the interception. Springdale would punch it in at the end of this drive, and that right now, here's the touchdown from Jack Pounders, but that right now is the difference of the ballgame, is that interception.
Yeah, it really was. It kind of took the wind out of the sails. It added wind to the sails to the Dogs, and so they punched it in, puts them in a real good position to start the second half. And then, like you said, it's the 4 minutes before and it's the 4 minutes after that makes the difference.
Yeah, that middle 8, and we talk about that a lot, and I've talked about that a lot with different coaches, various coaches, at all levels. And they talk about that middle 8. Springdale scores 14 points in the first 4 minutes. Now Harbor's going to get the football to start the second half. This drive upcoming is huge. We listened to Coach Hobbs coming off the field. He was pretty pleased with the defense. The way that Harbor scores points, they come in averaging about 37 a game. To hold them to 14 in the first half, Springdale feels pretty good about this.
Yeah, they do. But, anything, they change quickly because the offense ebbed and flow defensively, offensively, back and forth. And that was the coaches making adjustments as the teams. So they do a good job of changing and modifying, pivoting. and that's going to make it more impressive of a game here in the second half.
Yeah, halftime was a little bit longer than normal, so the teams are going to take a little bit of extra time to get warmed up here. We're going to go down to Coach Johnson and get a sideline report from him. Coach?
Hey, appreciate it. Teams coming out, we talked to Coach Hobbs. Coach Hobbs is very excited. He was very pleased with how the offense came out. They came out the first drive and put points on the board. Then the next drive, they kind of stopped them. Then they came back, got in the playbook a little bit, throwing it back to the screen to Carson Hayter, and then allowing Carson to throw back to Jack. And then the defense, I asked him about the defense, and the defense is playing really, really well. Arroyos is out right now. We're trying to find out exactly what's wrong with him. But defensively, they've stepped up and done some things and kind of stopped them there. So, if he feels like he can get the first drive, we can stop him on defense. He feels pretty good about it.
Thank you, Coach. And, he's in his element down there. He absolutely loves this, Coach. The head coach over at George Junior High. But I think, what he was saying was right. I mean, look, we're restarting. You're going to start everything over again. The halftime was a little bit longer than normal. Everybody's kind of got to get warmed back up, and next thing you know, we're going to kick this thing off, get the second half going.
Yeah, I'm excited. Listen, it's still. I mean, the Dogs are 14 points ahead, but at the end of the game, it's going to boil down to who has the ball, who scores last.
Yeah, injuries starting to mount for Springdale. Ricky Balderas went down at the end of the first half. Gavin Connor comes in, makes the interception, but losing your senior leader back there, if he doesn't come back out here on this first drive, is certainly going to be a big blow. We heard about Julian Arroyos. He was he had taken his pads off. Doesn't look like he's going to come back. This comes down for me is whether or not Harbor can slow down Springdale's offense. If they could do that, they're going to get themselves back into the ball game.
Right.
But for Harbor, this drive right here is critical. You've got to get points, whether it's a 3 or a 7. You've got to get points on this drive.
Yeah, it does. It puts a lot of pressure on the offense, but they're not shy of battling back from pressure. That's for sure.
A.J. Woods is going to tee it up. Looks like Sandoval's going back deep. Austin Sandoval will be in the center of that return team. Glad to have you along here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. We're live at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. It is the battle for Springdale. When we were watching Coach there on his sideline report, you noticed the home sideline full. It is people on top of people. Looks like everybody's having a good time. We're set for a good second half. AJ's got it teed up. AJ's going to get under that one. It's going to come down to Sandoval at the 10. Austin Sandoval looking for room. It's going to be dragged down by Raxon Reshin at the 24-yard line, and that's where Harbor will start. Reasonably good field position, but this a critical drive for Baker in that offense.
Yeah, you really want the Cats to get farther downfield to start, but could be worse. Could be starting at the 20, but not a lot better. So it puts a lot of pressure on them.
And number 94, Julian Arroyos, is back on the field. He is at the defensive end here down just inside the hash mark, and Julian is back in along with Alex Conley and Lodgkit Kanagaki. That'll be the defensive line for Springdale.
3 down at the bottom. Shifts to the bottom of your screen. There's a snap. Hands it off. Sidesteps one. Off. And he's going to pick up 4 yards. That's Kramer going over the top the hard way.
Boy, you're one move away from making this a 7-point ball game.
I thought he was going.
And you can see, I was watching Arroyos on that play. He was immediately doubled. Tight end and the tackle coming out to block Julian.
2nd and 5 for the Cats. 3 split to the top, 1 down to the bottom. There's a snap. Keeps. And he gets to the second layer, but that's not going to be enough for a first down. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, interesting the way that Coach Eckley runs his offense, where he spreads you 53 yards wide. He wants to create those natural seams and let his playmakers, his talented running back and quarterback, kind of find seams.
Yep. 3 to the top. Here come the Cats with 1 yard to go for the first down at 3rd. Baker, last second pitches it. Kramer gets the first down, tacks 3 more on top of that. 1st and 10. At the 38.
Marcus Coben there with the tackle. Marcus coming in for Easton Hahn when he went out and 3rd on the team in tackles. He's played really well for Springdale. Looks like Joash Shakikos come in at the free safety spot. Ricky Balderas went down in the first half. Joash a little bit bigger, but not as experienced as Ricky.
3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. There's a snap. Baker left-hand side looking for the edge. He's going to pick up 5. Be 2nd down and 5 for the Cats.
It's not sexy, but I mean it's 5 yards at a time, and that will. I'm not good at math, but you pick up 5 yards at a time, you're going to move the sticks.
That you are. Splits it in half. The first play makes an adjustment there at the huddle. Sandoval comes in for the Cats. Kramer down, shifts to the bottom. Baker back. He's got to climb the pocket. He's going to get hit and swallowed up by a very aggressive defense for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Yanni Samuel was the first one that applied pressure. Lachke Kanagaki comes up with his 5th sack of the year, and he leads the team in sacks, and there's a reason that he's been offered by UCA as a defensive lineman.
3rd down and 9. Ball's at the 39-yard line. Cats got to put something together.
A little change here for Springdale. They were rushing 3 and dropping 8 in that first half. Now they're sending bodies.
There's a snap. Rolls to the bottom of your screen. Fires. Lee Allen on the completion. It's going to be close. That is really close.
Yeah, they're going to give him the first down. Really packed there on the tackle. That's a good play. I mean, you run the comeback to Allen, and that's a good, safe play, easy throw.
1st and 10 at the 48. Lee Allen and right at the top of your screen. There's the shift. There's a snap. Drops back, fires, caught. Caught at the 50. That's Lee Allen trying to get an extra yard there. They're going to give him the 49.
Axon Rushton making another tackle there. He is Coach Hobbs absolutely loves him. He's probably their best defensive player overall. He's a guy that just doesn't miss a ton of tackles.
2nd down and 7 for the Cats. 8:46 to go in the 3rd. There's a snap. Baker again keeps it around the left-hand side looking for the edge. He's going to get a 1st down on the run for Baker.
Yeah, that quarterback sweep's been effective for them. They've been able to sort of seal the edge.
Well, it's forcing the secondary to respect the run because now they got to contain this guy and come up and make the tackle. So setting up a deep pass for future plays here. 1st and 10, 41. And we got offsides. Offensive line has been fantastic for the Cats.
False start. Offense.
They're going to false start.
65. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
It's been a nice time-consuming drive. But now you go back to 1st and 15. Not ideal, but at least it's still 1st down.
Yeah, I'm not sure time-consuming when you're 14 down is really.
But it's been effective. It's been 5 yards, and they also haven't taken a shot yet.
Right.
That's coming at some point as they're going to take a shot over the top.
1st and 15 at the 46. Spreads them out. There's the pass to the top. And that is not going to do anything. That'll be 2nd down and 15.
Nice play there by Yanni Samuel making the stop. Another young defensive player for the Springdale defense.
The Cats have done a good job of marching downfield, but this possession, this down, they kind of hit the Bulldog wall. 3 to the bottom, 1 split to the top for the Cats. Dropping back, looking downfield, looking for somebody open. Incomplete. Pass intended for Kramer.
And Marcus Coben there. We got a flag down here near side at the 50. Looks like an eligible man downfield. And
level 21-7.
And talking to Coach Hobbs here near side. It's either going to be 3rd and 15 or 2nd and 20.
Ineligible downfield. Offense. That penalty's been declined. 3rd down.
3rd down upcoming here. And Harbor's been good on 3rd down. And I think if you're down 14 here, you're just trying to get half of this. Right. Give yourself a reasonable chance if you want to go for it on 4th down.
Yep, get it within a sandwich at least.
Guy to keep an eye on here for Springdale's number 2, Lee Allen. He's near side on the hash mark.
There's the snap. Looking left. Fires. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down to Lee Allen.
That's the 2nd time Springdale's run that little robber. They got him on the first one. Gavin Connor came away with the interception. That's a look I'm going to guess here just by the fact that Evan's been so accurate tonight that's a look that Springdale hasn't given before. But he's just following Baker's eyes, and this time almost with the interception.
Well, the Red Dogs line up and put the stop to the initial drive for the Cats, and that's not good for the Wildcats.
Springdale with nobody back.
There's the punt. It's going to hit it.
That's nice. Really nice.
Like all the way down, close to the 5, the 4. That was a great punt.
That's a great punt. And that's, if you're Harbor, that's exactly what you want is back Springdale up, make them go the length of the field here. But I think for Springdale's defense, that's exactly what you wanted to see here. 4.5 minutes come off the clock. You're going to send your offense out here. Hayden Brown, this is going to be a new formation here. This is going to be a new personnel grouping for Springdale. Hayden Brown is their tight end, and he's coming in here for the first time tonight.
There's a great shot there of Madeline. 2-year broadcast team member, Blake. Doing a good job. These are the guys, the real effort.
Here's Jack on the pitch. Finds Carson with room. Carson Hayter, 20. Carson Hayter's in a foot race. 50-yard line. 45-40. Going to be tracked down by Tony Terry. And it's going to be first down Springdale. And that's how you get out of your own end. You get the ball to number 9, Carson Hayter.
I did not think he was going to get caught. Barry doing a good job of just finding another gear to get downfield and save a touchdown. Here's the replay.
This is just, look at Hayden Brown there leading the way. Carson finds a little seam here, and I say this every week. He is a superstar in the making. You want to talk about the next great player at Springdale, this is the guy. He reminds me a lot of Garrett Vaughn, who ran here just a few years ago. So it gets Springdale into Harbor territory at the 34-yard line. Springdale go with a 3 wide receiver set. Wilder LaHerse's checked in, number 24. He's near side. That's him in motion. Here's Sammy Isaiah straight ahead. Sammy going to push his way down near the 30-yard line.
I'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Dogs.
Springdale content here. This is how they play. This is how they've played all year long here. They're going to run that play clock all the way down into the teens and then snap it, and they're just looking for 2 or 3 yards on every single play, and get them into 3rd and 4th and short. Fun fact: Springdale has not actually tried a 4th down conversion this year. They've had one, and there was a penalty on it, so it doesn't go down as an official attempt. This is going to be 2nd down and 8. Clock running, 6:30 to go, 3rd quarter. Sammy Isaiah with the football, and he's going to get down to about the 31-yard line. It's about a yard pickup, maybe 2, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and long. Again, Springdale comes in 65% conversion rate on 3rd downs this year. This has not been something that has phased them at all. The line to make here, the 24-yard line.
Cat defense making an adjustment after the first play. That was
I'll tell you who's been quiet tonight, and this might be a chance to take a shot. Here's Trey Serrano. He's near side at the 30. Guy to keep an eye on is the guy right there in motion, Carson Hayter. Jack to throw, and there's the shot. Pass caught, out of bounds. Hayden Brown, first reception of the year, first down Springdale.
Dogs doing a good job of putting positive plays together. Cats have got to react faster. They're going to make a stop.
Hayden Brown, 6'1", 200 pounds, just a junior, just a baby in this Springdale offense. Getting his first extended action of the year here with the injury to Rancel Oriana.
A great shot of Francisco, 2-year broadcast member team.
There he is.
Directing. He cleans up nice.
1st and 10 for Springdale. Here's Jack on the pitch to Carson. Carson outside 20-yard line. Inside the 10, 5, and he's going to be run out of bounds at the 2-yard line. First down Springdale.
It's just a great run.
Officials timeout. Injured player.
We've got a Harbor player down here at the 19-yard line. As you see Carson here, keeps his balance. Good blocking on the outside and tracked down and runs out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And looks like we're going to get a quick timeout. We'll take it with him. 5:41 to go in the 3rd quarter. Springdale up 14. We'll be right back. You're watching You're watching Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone was standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good, but Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Welcome back to Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. The injured Wildcat is Zach Miller. He's being helped off the field, and you said another instance of friendly fire.
Yeah, it looked like it. It just kind of one chasing and one pursuing, and then they collide.
So as we resume here, 5:41 to go in the third quarter. Springdale's got the football, 1st and goal at the 1. Carson Hayter, a couple of big runs on this play, and now Springdale going to go down into the flex bone. The wingbacks, Carson Hayter and Noel Howard, the fullback, is Sammy Isaiah. Jack Pounders is your quarterback. There's Jack trying to jump over the top, and no signal from the referees. They're going to say Harbor stopped him at the 1.
There's a flag on the play.
So we'll wait and see what this is.
Illegal shift, offense, 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
So that'll back Springdale back up to the 6-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. And Springdale came into tonight 19 for 21 in the red zone. Kind of a misleading number. One of the ones that they missed was when they took a knee last week inside the 20, so they get credit for not scoring there. But 91% touchdown rate as they pitch it. Near side. That's Noel Howard into the end zone. Touchdown, Springdale. Noel Howard in from 6 yards out. And Springdale goes up by 20, 34-14. You get a good look at it. Noel sets up his block nicely there. Runs into the end zone. Noel had a huge run last week against Bentonville West to put the game away. A.J. Woods in to try the extra point. A.J. 4 for 4 tonight. Snap is good. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score with 5:18 to go here in the third quarter. Springdale 35, Harbor 14. We'll be right back. You're watching Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
The March 2024 Springdale Spotlight winner.
The February 2024 winner of Springdale Spotlight.
I was the winner of the May 2024 Springdale Spotlight.
I'm the Springdale Spotlight winner
of summer 2024.
Use the hashtag Springdale Family when posting about the great things happening in our school. You could win a prize pack just like this.
So don't forget, take it and tag it.
And you may be the next winner.
Hashtag
Springdale
Family.
Noel Howard goes in from 6 yards out. Springdale leads by 21. AJ has it teed up back deep. Austin Sandoval. It's going to be a short kick coming down at the 10-yard line. Sandoval fumbles the football. And he is knocked down at the 17-yard line. I think we're going to get a block in the back. There's a flag down right at the 17. Jacoby Mason making the stop for Springdale, and now they'll huddle up and talk about this.
During the return, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, kicking team.
Wow, okay.
15-yard penalty, added to the end of the run.
And that's a break for Harbor.
First down.
I thought Leo De La Sancha got hit in the back. They call him for the personal foul. It was probably on the tackle. And that gets them out of jail, essentially. They're going to put the football up at the 31-yard line. And this is a big drive. We talked about the opening drive of the second half being a big drive. This is a huge drive for Harbor. They have to get points on this.
So Cats at the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10, 31. Snap. Left-hand side, keeper.
Yeah.
Snapping there is Mark Poland.
Springdale slanted away from it. Baker keeps it, and that's an easy 11 yards.
Excuse me, that is not. That is Baker. 1st and 10, though, for the Cats. They are moving the sticks after two positive situations there for the Cats. 1st and 10 at the 42. Keeper again, right-hand side, just following blockers, looking for daylight. He's going to get 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 now for the Cats at the 47.
Look, don't fix it if it ain't broke. I mean, that's a good, strong run.
Cats trying to use tempo to get this strong defense for the Red Dogs on their heels. Kramer gets the ball, looks for a seam, hits a wall, bounces outside. He's going to get a first down +1.
He's had a very un-Titus Kramer-like night to this point. Now, you still got 16-19 to go in the ball game. But, he's a guy that in film study this week, it was 29, 29, 29, and he is a dynamic playmaker for them. And it's a guy that I expected to carry the ball 35 times.
Well, he's the player that you got to respect every play regardless. 2 to the top. Baker, left-hand side, rolls out, looking downfield, throws over the top. Caught.
They're going to say he caught it at the 12-yard line. That's Allen. Great catch.
Lee
Ricky
Allen
Balderas was there. You can't complain. Coverage was good, just a better reception.
Lee Allen having a fantastic year his senior year.
So very quickly, you get the 15-yard penalty right into the red zone here with a chance to get that 7 back.
1st and 10. Keeps it around the right-hand side. Finds a seam, looking for the opening. Gets in there. Touchdown, Harbor Wildcats.
Well, right back down the field, and, we got a ball game again.
To this point, that's probably one of the most important touchdowns for Harbor so far tonight.
Yeah, and you answer right back. There's nothing complicated about this. This is a power play. Just find the seam, and Baker goes in there. You're just looking for daylight.
Yeah. There's the kick. Kick is good. 35-21. Dogs in the lead. We'll be back right here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television after this quick commercial break. It's a great shot of the man himself. That's the guy that's responsible for every aspect of this broadcast for the last 2 years. That's our production specialist, Alexei
Love
Vargas.
the headshots. Yeah. Very distinguished.
I don't think he's combed his hair for the last 2 years.
Not for a week or so.
There's a squib kick down low. Fielded at the 20. Here come the Red Dogs. Uh-oh. Got some room. I believe he stepped out way back here.
We got a flag back here at the 40-yard line. I think we're going to get, it's either going to be a hold or a personal foul. And I think you're going to get one of those lookout blocks.
During the return, personal foul, illegal blindside block. Return team, number 45, 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, first down.
So it's going to put Springdale back at the 33. You know, we keep saying that big drive, big drive, big drive. This is a big series for both Harbor's defense and Springdale's offense as the Dogs take over at the 32. Springdale had it going there on the first drive. Harbor's got to find a way to get a stop here. With 3:26 to go here in the third quarter, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Springdale. Pounders bring the offense out. Springdale going to have to hurry here. 15 on the play clock. Serrano, Carson Hayter alongside Jack Pounders. Serrano straight ahead, not much. Maybe a yard or two. It's going to bring up second down.
So defense tying them up, just 1 yard the hard way.
Now we've got it's like an official's timeout here. Trey lost his helmet, so Alexis Ramirez is going to check in. So the clock restarts. They gave him a yard out to the 33. It's second down and 9. Pounders has Hayter in the backfield behind him. Sammy Isaiah is the H-back. 3 wide receivers set. Second down, 9 for the Dogs. Here's Pounders on the option. 35 pitches to Carson. And he's going to run out of bounds about the 38-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down. We'll call it 4. Line to makes the 42. Look there at Connor. Connor, replay extraordinaire.
Yeah, Connor Jenkins there does a great job at replay. Also handles social media for the Springdale Athletic Foundation.
Interned for me last summer. Taught him everything he knows.
Which, that and 50 cents will get you
not a whole lot. Third down, 4 yards to go. Clock stopped here, 2:39 to go in the third quarter. Pounders in the shotgun. Jack, under pressure, gets away. Pounders. It's going to be real close to first down yardage. I think he's going to get it. And Springdale's going to move the sticks.
Jake Adams having to make a tackle from behind, trying to save the first down, but the Dogs get it.
They were trying to get Hayter on the swing. It's good, defensed well by Harbor. Jack finds his way out of it, and it's going to be a first down for Springdale.
Cats trying to find a way to stop this very powerful offense. I've been impressed so far with the Dogs, just chipping away, and then make a big play.
1st and 10, ball at the 42-yard line. Sammy Isaiah is your running back. That's Carson Hayter in motion. They're going to give it to Isaiah. He's got room, 45-yard line, 50 into Harbor Wildcat territory. He's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he's got it. I'm not name-dropping here, but on your point about the Springdale offense, I was talking to Dowell Loggins, a good buddy of mine, who's the offense coordinator at South Carolina, and he was asking about Springdale's offense, told him it was basically the Harding offense out of the shotgun. And his comment to me was death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah,
that's literally what it is. It's 2 yards, it's 4 yards, then all of a sudden it's 50 yards. 1st and 10 for Springdale, ball at the 48-yard line. Clock running, 1:49 to go here in the third quarter. Pounders straight ahead to Sammy Isaiah. Sammy's going to get down close to the 42-yard line, and this is what I think Coach Hobbs envisioned, was just lining up and coming straight at you.
Yeah, and the great thing about this kind of offense is it burns a lot of clock, which is great if you're in the lead. That's what you want.
I was walking out of Bentonville West last week, and I ran into Coach Gerald Williams. And now here's my favorite girl. I love Jamie to death. She is my absolute favorite. She gives it back as much as I give it to her.
Which has got to be a lot.
Oh, man, we have a great time on these broadcasts. Love Jamie to death. Straight ahead, Isaiah inside the 40, still going. He's got first down yardage. But on my way out of Bentonville West last week, I ran into Coach Gerald Williams. And I asked him, I said, what do you think? And he's like, I like it.
Sounds a little bit louder than he would say it, but it sounds just like him.
Yeah, it was funny. I was as we were walking in the stadium tonight, he was up on the balcony here at the arena, and I just walked out and I said, what do you think? And he's like, it's a good day for football.
He's a really good guy.
He's the best. Under a minute to go here, third quarter, 35-21 our score. Springdale with a first down and 10. Ball's at the 37-yard line. Isaiah and Hayter in the backfield. Jack, good protection, going to throw. Fire and long, looking for Trey Serrano. Just out of his reach, incomplete. That is going to bring up second down. Springdale will do this. They'll sort of lull you into this false sense of security and then take shots. Serrano's a really good one. We saw Carson Hayter with the 74-yard reception on the screen. Springdale can throw it when they want to. And now it's second and 10. I'd imagine you're probably going to see Sammy Isaiah straight ahead, or you're going to see Carson Hayter on the corner.
Go back to the bread and butter. Defense for the Cats getting a little tired, it looks like. They've got to get off the field, get the ball back to the Cats or the offense so they can get down the field and score some points.
Here's Pounder straight ahead, nowhere to go, back at the 39. And it's going to bring up third down and 12. And as I've said a couple of times tonight, this is certainly not how Springdale is wired, but I think they're going to let this one go to the fourth quarter here as the clock continues to run with 20 seconds to go. And I think that's going to be the plan.
Garsar doing a great job coming in past the line of scrimmage, making a tackle for the loss.
So we are going to head to the fourth quarter. The battle for Springdale. The Dogs lead 35-21. Donald and I will be right back. You are watching Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Now this is the guy that's been making it happen all night.
Yeah.
Nielsen Roman, man. His shots, I said it to you, I didn't know that Nielsen was one out there running it. I saw one of the shots at halftime. I was like, that's a great shot.
Man, great drone footage. He's a great photographer.
Yeah, he really is. And I said this, at the end of the first half, but I mean the technology that we've been able to use and make these broadcasts better, make it a better fan experience for everybody. This has certainly been a whole lot of fun tonight. We're ready to start the fourth quarter here. Springdale up by 14, facing a third down and 12. Ball's resting at the 39-yard line. Line to make is the 27. Hayden Brown's going to split out near side here at the hash marks. And now he's going to go back in. Springdale's going to go out of the shotgun. Carson Hayter alongside Jack Pounders in the backfield. Pounders to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Jack Pounders with a lot of room. 20-yard line, 15, 10. Jack Pounders, 5. Touchdown, Springdale. Jack Pounders on 3rd and 12 goes 39 yards, and the Dogs go up by 20, 41-21.
Jack just running where the daylight is. Doing a great job of downfield vision. Look at here. Splits 2. And then here at the end, what's great is he uses his blocker, gets the shield, and gets in.
I compare him to my good buddy Matt Jones a lot. Matt, it doesn't look like he's moving very fast. He's just sort of galloping down the field, but those big long legs, man, I've never seen anybody catch him from behind.
Well, fortunately for Jack, he's got his mama's speed because his daddy is
his
slow
dad
as
is slow as Christmas. A.J. Woods in to try the extra point. First play of the fourth quarter, Jack Pounders goes 39 yards, and Springdale looking to go up by 21. A.J.'s kick is on the way, and good. Our new score with 11:49 to go in the ballgame. Springdale 42, Harbor 21. We'll be right back. You're watching Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings. Shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise.
Welcome back to Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. A.J. Woods has it teed up. Jack Pounders goes in from 39 yards out. Springdale goes back up by 21. That looks like the A.J. we've seen all year. It's a touchback, and another touchback by A.J. Woods. And now Harbor's going to get the football here. We talked about a big drive the last time. This is another big situation for Evan Baker in that offense.
Well, you got 11 minutes 49 seconds to make 21 points. Every possession from now on is important.
They went right down the field the last time. Well, Springdale's dealing with some injuries here. Ricky Balderas, he is out at the moment. He took a shot at the end of the first half, and he's been in and out of the lineup for most of the ball game since then.
Baker takes a snap, looks right, throws right, caught by Titus Kramer around the end. He's looking. He's going to pick up 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
They like that play a lot. They opened the game against Bentonville with that play. It's just a quick swing. You try and get more of your guys out into that zone. We see Brett Johnson. He does a great job on those field shots.
Yeah, he really does.
He really does. I mean, those are some shots that I didn't expect to see.
And there's Ramey Tyler, producer here for the team. Raymond does a fantastic job as always.
Baker on the keeper there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down here. And I think, from this point forward, I don't know how you feel about this, but I think Harbor's probably in 4-down territory the rest of the way.
Every single possession, you've got to score points.
Good strong run there, man. He stepped out of the tackle of Lachke Kanagaki. We don't see a lot of guys do that. It's a good, strong run.
Moves the sticks. 1st and 10 for the Cats. 32-yard line. Great shot there of the Bulldog faithful.
Dog Pound has shown up tonight.
3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Baker back at shotgun, takes a snap, keeps it around the right-hand side, looking for the edge. Picks up 5, maybe 6.
I'm going to say he stayed in bounds. And
2nd down and 5.
This drive is eerily similar to the way the last drive started, where it was 5 and 5 and 5, and then they took the shot up over the top.
Hands off. Left-hand side, tackled in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 1.
Arroyo's the first one there, then Easton Hans. I'll give a shout-out real quick to Meredith Hutchins, who's watching at home on her 100-inch big screen with her husband Jimmy. They're up at the lake in Rogers. They always text me, love having them along, and all of the Bulldog and Wildcat fans. Man, what a great night for Springdale, right?
It really is. Third down and 6 for the Cats. Cats trying to string some positive yardage together. Drops back, looks right. He's going to tuck it and run up the middle. Gets the 1st down. They're going to put him down at the 48.
He has got really good pocket presence. Yeah. A lot of guys that Springdale has seen will bail eat backwards. I mean, he climbs the pocket. You don't see a lot of quarterbacks in high school do that, where you climb the pocket, and then if nothing's downfield, you take off and run. He does a really nice job of that.
1st and 10, 49-yard line. There goes McAllister, shifts to the top of your screen. Baker again, tucks and runs. He's going to pick up 8. They're going to give him 7, 2nd and 3.
Springdale does a hockey line change with their defensive line and linebackers. Leo De La Sancha coming in, Junior Rodriguez coming in, Nathan Kumtak's checked in. Kobe Mason's checked in at a corner. He's down here near side.
Baker gets the handoff, the snap, and upended in the backfield.
That guy again, Raxon Resham. Talk about him a lot. He's just sneaky good at that dog position.
It's going to bring up a long 3rd down, 3rd and 7 for the Cats. And we're going to be offsides.
False start. Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
You know, at this point in the game, if you're Harbor, those are the mistakes you can't have. This is going to back you up, make it 3rd and 12, and with 8:39 to go, you know, you said it, every possession super important at this point.
Yeah, I think Luke Grieve just got on his heels a little bit. Tried to hold it as long as he could, but didn't.
You know, if you're Baker here in this situation, don't force it. You've got 2 downs to play with. This isn't one of those situations where you want to throw it down the middle, get it picked off, something like that. This just isn't the time or the place.
So 3rd and 12 for the Cats. Cats trying to find some plays deep in the playbook for them to make it work.
They've got to find Allen, number 2 at the top of the screen. It's sort of a where's Waldo? Where is he?
That's going to be a delay game.
Wow. I think they're going to get a timeout here. I think they're going to get him before the penalty.
There is no timeout. We have a delay game. Offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
I thought Coach Eckley got it before the delay game was called.
Nope. Well, this is an important possession, important play. 3rd down. I mean, it's 3rd down and 17. Not the direction the Cats need to be going, but here they are at the line of scrimmage ready to go. Takes a handoff, looks downfield, throws downfield, overthrows, incomplete.
Decision time. 7:50 to go. You got to go, don't you?
You really do.
I don't think you have. I don't think you want to give it back to Springdale's offense.
Well, it's 4th down and 17. It's late in the game. If you go for it, you really put the team in a bad position.
He's going to send out the punting unit. Springdale's not going to send anybody back.
It's going to be high and short. Bounces at the 30, checks up, and stops at the 30.
Springdale's going to have good field position, 7:39 to go in the ballgame. They were in a similar situation last week against Bentonville West. They got the football with 5:14 to go in the ballgame. West down by 4 and had all 3 timeouts and never got the football back. I know in talking with Coach Hobbs and I know in talking with Coach Hahn, who I rode up in the elevator with, that they feel really, really good about situations like this, that they can take a good chunk of this 7:39 out of this. 1st and 10 for Springdale. Ball at the 30-yard line. Jack Pounders will bring the offense out. Trey Serrano and Carson Hayter are the running backs alongside Pounders. Here's Jack. He's going to pitch it to Carson. They're going to throw it. Carson Hayter looking for Hayden Brown. Incomplete. And
I feel like you have to go to the football a little bit.
Looked like a little bit of a miscommunication there. And again, I mentioned earlier in the game when Carson threw the long pass to Jack, he's the backup quarterback, and he'll probably be the quarterback next year. Right. Now, they do like their 3rd teamer right now, Carlos Hernandez.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense. That penalty's been declined. Okay. 2nd down.
So it'll be 2nd and 10, but they like Carlos Hernandez, their young quarterback, as well. So Springdale's going to have some options there, but bold play there. Bold play choice. Maybe pull everybody in, try and get a quick one here and put this thing away. But as a result, it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Ball still at the 30-yard line. They'll go down into the flex bone. Wingbacks Noel Howard, Carson Hayter. Hayter's in motion. They're going to try the pitch to Hayter. Hayter with a stiff arm, 30-yard line, 35. Carson going to run out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. I think Carson's kicking himself for running out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Had big Javen Polite out there out in front of him. And, these 2 tackles, Javen Polite and Colby Cooks for Springdale, have done such a magnificent job. These are guys who played defense last year. And they learned how to play offensive tackle in this system, and they have been absolutely phenomenal. 3rd down and 1. That's Hayter in motion. Pounder straight ahead. And he's going to get the 1st down across the 40-yard line. Springdale will move the chains.
Big 1st down run. The thing is, it's not the yardage, it's the time that they're zapping away from the Wildcats, and that's going to be an important part of this game. I mean, it's 42-21, obviously, but to keep the ball away from the Cats, that's the best kind of defense you can have.
Yeah, three plays to get 10 yards is beautiful music for the Springdale offense. 1st and 10, ball at the 43-yard line, down in the flex bone. Sammy Isaiah with the football, not going to get much, maybe the 45, so it'll be about a 2-yard pickup, bring up 2nd and 8. And right now, if you're Springdale, the clock's your friend. You just want to keep that thing moving. Springdale looking to go 6-0 for the first time since 2005. This is, I said this earlier this week when I was on the Hootens radio show. This is one of the best stories in 7A in a long, long time. Is this Springdale team, which was picked to finish 7th in the preseason, and here they are about to go to 3-0 in conference play if they can hang on here for 6 minutes and 35 seconds. That's Hayter in motion. Straight ahead, Sammy Isaiah had the seam. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. We'll call it 6. And I know this will make you feel old, but no player on this current roster was born the last time Springdale was 5-0, let alone 6-0. That one stung. I got to be honest with you. That stung a little bit.
Said it.
Yeah, I was here the night that Springdale beat Evangel with Mitch Mustaine and Damien, and Gus had Fox Sports Southwest was in here.
That was a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, it was crazy. 3rd down, 6. That's Carson Hayter in motion. They'll pitch it to him. Carson not going to get the 1st down. He's going to lose a yard back to the 46, and Harbor's going to hold and get the football back here. But now, as we talked about, the clock continues to run here. It looks like they're going to stop it. Timeout. Why is the clock stopped?
I don't know.
For some reason, the clock has stopped with 5:39 to go.
Might be an issue with the clock. There it goes. Well, just for the record, there's a referee running the clock.
Tony Berry catches it at the 21. Berry going to be dragged down there by Billy Pack at the 28. Good coverage there by Springdale. And now, with 5:27 to go, Harbor's going to get the football back.
Well, they've got their work cut out for them. 5:27 to go in the ball game. They're down by 21. And they've had issues putting positive plays together to get downfield.
One of the things we can talk about real quick is the Springdale Athletic Foundation Athlete of the Week. That's something that will go up tomorrow as soon as I get Connor the stats from the ballgame.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, return team, number 6. Half the distance to the goal from the return.
Just those mistakes you can't make.
Yeah,
it's just an inexperienced team making mistakes late in the ballgame. But we'll put that up on the SAF Instagram page. I think Carson Hayter's probably going to be the nominee from Springdale. I'm imagining Evan Baker will probably be the nominee from Harbor when we put these things up tomorrow. But you can go vote on that at the Springdale Athletic Foundation Instagram page.
Baker takes snap, looks downfield, trying to get it down. He's going to be tackled for a loss at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, a little indecisive here. I think he had Poulin here at the 20-yard line open, just little indecisive. And I respect being careful with the football, but sometimes, man, you got a good arm. Let it fly. Put it in that tight window. It's going to back him up back to the 7, 2nd down, 17. That personal foul penalty hurts.
Yeah, it really did. 2nd down, 17. There's a snap, looking to the short side of the field, trying to make something happen. Going to lose a yard.
And I think if you're Springdale, you'll let them have all of that they want, as long as that clock keeps running.
So 3rd down now, 3rd and 18, 4:27 to go. Split at both sides. Dropping back. Looking downfield, right. Intercepted.
Easton Hahn comes down with a 25, and this Springdale defense is that's 3 tonight, and this defense is playing really, really well.
And they did a good job. He's just jumping around, getting in front of the receiver and the quarterback.
You know, it's the third time, like right down the middle. They're doing something defensively, which has confused Evan Baker a little bit. I don't know if it's a robber or a guy just kind of spying, but it's been in the same position all 3 times. Easton Hahn gets his first career interception, his first one of the year. And I guess while we've got a second, let's run down to Coach Johnson and get a sideline report.
Hey, you're talking about, I'm sitting there listening to you as they do that. That's the dog seeking back under the middle. So he's got that receiver, that third receiver coming underneath that, and he's just sinking back, making the play. And Easton Hahn, he's like a captain on the field, doing a great job. And you can see the body language down here, the crowd above it. I've got the dog pound over here giving me everything we got. Back to you, Zach.
1st and 10 for Springdale. Thanks, Coach. This is going to be Sammy Isaiah caught in the backfield. And he's going to be run down. We've got a flag down. I think that's going to be a face mask. I think they may have gotten Sammy up a little high.
I think that's going to be a holding.
Is it going to be holding on Hayden? Okay. Yeah, and listening to Coach there, I mean, he's right. I mean, they're doing something. They've had kind of Baker's number, especially down the middle on those seam routes.
Yeah.
All 3 of the interceptions have come off of that very same sort of look.
Yeah, the problem is,
during the run, personal foul, face mask, defense, number 99.
Yeah, I thought they got Sammy was the second
from the previous spot, first down.
It was the second effort. I thought they got Sammy right up high. That's just, it's an effort play. That's one of those ones you can't fault. I mean, kid just trying to make a play.
Well, the problem is when you make bad plays because you're put in bad positions, and so you push it, and interceptions happen.
This is going to be a 1st and 10, balls at the 14-yard line. Springdale going to go down into the flex bone. Hayter and Noel Howard are the wingbacks. Hayden Brown is checked in at the tight end spot. Springdale right now willing to let that play clock run down. They are well within A.J. Wood's field goal range. 3:33 to go here in the ball game. We've got 10 on the play clock. That's Isaiah straight ahead. Sammy Isaiah into the end zone. They're going to say he's down at the 1-yard line, nearly his first career touchdown for Sammy Isaiah, and it's going to be 1st and goal on the 1 as we approach the 3-minute mark. Give Sammy some credit. This is his first start, his first career start, literally in the biggest game probably he'll ever play.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is, with thousands of people here, you and me looking down on this, Sammy Isaiah has had a terrific night. 1st and goal, ball inside the 1-yard line. Again, Springdale willing to let that clock run down. Now Pounders will go under center. 5 seconds on the play clock. Jack, straight ahead, Sammy.
That's a touchdown.
And they're going to say he did not get in. He's short. And it's going to bring up 3rd and goal. Good effort there from the middle of that Harbor defense.
Cat defense rising up. A little bit of a moral victory on that play there for the Cats.
We approach the 2-minute mark here to go in the ball game. Springdale up 42-21, trying to put this one away. 3rd down and goal. Pounders will go under center. Nearly fumbled it, Jack. Touchdown, Springdale. Jack Pounders in from a yard out. And with 1:52 to go in the ball game, Springdale goes up by 27.
Springdale giving the Cats more than they can handle tonight.
Nearly lost control of it on the snap. Jack does a great job to grab control of it. His 3rd touchdown tonight. We may have to put a hold on that athlete of the week, as Jack's now got 3 scores tonight. Another guy I'm going to have to take a look at early tomorrow morning is Raxon Resham. He has been terrific tonight for Springdale's defense. A.J. Woods in to try the extra point. Kick is on the way, and it's good. So our new score with 1:52 to go in the ballgame, Springdale 49, Harbor 21. We'll be right back. You're watching Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
1:52 to go here in the ballgame. A.J. Woods has it teed up back deep for Harbor. That is Austin Sandoval. And, you know, one of the things that Springdale really has improved this year is they're going to go to 6-0 is their turnover margin. They were minus 16 last year. Now plus 6 with the 3 tonight. That ball is going to handled by Sandoval at the 15. Sandoval looking for a little room. And he's going to be wrestled down just shy of the 25-yard line, and that's where Harbor will take over with 1:42 to go in the ballgame.
Not a lot you can do with 1:42.
They're saying Springdale's got the football. There was Connor, can we pull that up? Springdale's come away with the football. And let's take a look at this here. At the end of this play, there's Sandoval. And you know who forced the fumble? Raxon Reshin. Gavin Connor comes away with the football. He's got an interception tonight and a fumble recovery. And if we're looking for a defensive nominee, I was just talking about him during the break, but Raxon Reshin forces the fumble. Springdale's got it back and a couple of knees here, and Springdale's going to get out of here 6-0. That looks like what they're going to do is they put Trey Serrano back at the 32-yard line.
Well, the Bulldogs showed up tonight to play some football.
If you will indulge me for 1 second. Talking with Coach Hobbs over the summer, there are kids on this roster who've never won multiple games in a year. And he was talking about, you know, the senior leadership, Logikit Kanagaki and Jack Pounders and those guys, you know, sort of bringing these guys along. He knew he had a good team. He knew they were talented.
Illegal shift, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
That'll be something for Coach to chew on. Trying to get the victory formation, but this is big for this program. It's big for Coach Hobbs. The first couple of years were difficult, but I think this is what he envisioned this program looking like. Pounders takes the knee back at the 30-yard line, and the clock begins to run here. And you're an old dog. You know, you've been around this place. You made one of the biggest plays, and I know I kid you a lot about it, but it is easily one of the biggest plays. But, you know, as an old Red Dog, you kind of got to swell with pride watching these guys.
Absolutely. I'm happy for the kids. I'm happy for the high school. These guys, they earned it. They did a great job. They went to work, and the work's paying off.
For Harbor, look, I said this when I came in. The record was misleading. There are wins on their schedule down the way. There's some wins down there for them. And I told somebody the other day, if the chalk holds, and then 7A West most often the chalk does, this is a playoff team.
Right.
They're either going to be probably in the race for the 5 or the 6 seed, which, you know, hey, get in the tournament and take your shots and see how it turns out. As Jack takes another knee here with 48 seconds to go here, Springdale can run out the clock and move to 6-0.
Well, we talk about it all the time. There's 3 seasons in a football season. There's the preseason, you know, non-cons. There's the conference, and then there's the playoffs, right? And so, you know, the Cats hopefully can get into playoffs, and then they can work their way towards Little Rock one at a time.
And it's still a young team, and I think that's the thing that everybody on the west side of town has to understand. Yeah. Jack Powders takes a knee. The Dogs are going to go to 6-0. Final 20 seconds are running off the clock here. Springdale 49. Harbor 21 is our final score. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Donald and I will be back. We'll wrap this thing up here in just a minute. Again, the final score, Springdale 49, Harbor 21. We'll be right back. You're watching Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them come to Fam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative. is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Final score tonight, Springdale 49, Harbor 21. Good look there at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. The Springdale team now down here at the 10-yard line, sort of enjoying the night. Springdale Athletic Foundation Television is brought to you by the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Legacy National Bank, Roush Coleman Homes, Hollyland, and Storms and Swiderski Orthodontics. So as you see Springdale celebrating tonight, Donald, I think we've got a tale of two teams here, but let's start with Harbor. You go to it's really 1 and 2 in conference play, and that's really all that matters is conference play. And they've got they've got their work cut out for them, but there are some wins left on the schedule.
There really are. Every single game, it seems like you're just trying to get to the next season, which is the playoffs, right? Fortunately they lost here. This is the Super Bowl for these kids. Everybody wants to win this, but the Dogs are just this big power of snowball going downhill, gathering momentum. They played not great tonight. They showed up to play. Cats just suffer another loss.
Yeah, Springdale goes to 6-0. Next week, a big one with Rogers. And look, Springdale's going to get a free shot at the three best teams in the league in a row. They've got Rogers, then they'll play Fayetteville, then Bentonville. And Springdale's in the playoffs. They know that. We're playing for a home playoff game if you're on the red side of town. This is a team that I told you earlier I thought was one of the best stories in 7A. 6-0, nobody saw this coming. But, that group of Dogs, they definitely knew that this was within them.
Yeah, without a doubt. Listen, the whole time as kids, you want to play here in a big game. You want to play in the lights. This is the biggest time I think a lot of these kids will ever see, right? The biggest game of their lives. The Dogs just showed up. They took care of business. Coach Hobbs has got them wrapped up, ready to go, and they're all rowing the boat the same direction.
And that's kind of the most important part is that they're all moving in that same direction. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. It's been a lot of fun. It's great to see Donald and our entire team together. It was a lot of fun tonight. I enjoyed it.
Absolutely. It's always a great time when you and I get together.
Absolutely, and probably the Springdale Police will escort us out as soon as we're done. For Donald and our entire Springdale Athletic Foundation crew, we bid you a good night. Final score, Springdale 49, Harbor 21. Donald you'll be at home next week.
That's right, against Bentonville West.
You've got Bentonville West at home. We'll be on the road up at Whitey Smith, and let's go down to Coach Johnson.
What I enjoyed seeing the sideline, your culture that you're creating here. The coaches love each other. The kids are loving. The body language is so much different this year, and that's a compliment to you.
Well, I appreciate it. Obviously, I couldn't do it without my coaches, and all the credits to these kids. They bought in. They worked hard. They believed. And I've just been right there to help push them along.
It's awesome, man. Hey, congratulations on the win. Enjoy it.
Appreciate it.
can go to attack because they bring an even balance attack on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and there you see Jack Pounders on that 3rd and 12. He goes in from 39 yards out, and then the Springdale defense sort of takes over and finishes the job for the Dogs. And, this is a great play here by Easton Hahn, the middle linebacker, just catches the ball, awareness, get down, let's put this thing away. And it was a wild night here at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. The last touchdown there, Jack Pounders goes in to make it 49-21, and this was unexpected. Springdale comes away with the turnover on the kickoff. Raxon pulls it out. Gavin comes up with it, and Springdale moves to 6-0 on the season.
I'm proud of the Red Dogs. They've earned it. They've done a great job. They're persevered. It's a great shot.
Terrific shot. Happy bunch of Bulldogs tonight. For our entire crew, we hope you enjoyed it. We will talk to you next week. Donald will be at home. They've got Bentonville West. We're on the road next week with Springdale up in Rogers. And, buddy, thank you so much. I enjoyed it.
It's a pleasure, buddy.
All right. Final score tonight, Springdale 49, Harbor 21. Good night, everybody.